Let's go.
Everybody, welcome to week 33, episode 33 of Sahlen's Legacy.
Hello,
friends. Look, we started a long time. Very close.
Pretty close.
Very close. Mike. Danny, I am mic'd. It's in front of me. Can you all not hear me?
Yeah, I fixed it.
Okay.
You were muted.
Let me try it again. Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 33, or episode 33 of Sahlen's Legacy. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, what do you think we were saying?
I don't know.
All right.
I wasn't saying any words.
Good. Good. I'm your DM. I'm Danny. I'm loopy. It's going to be a good night. Y'all are fighting a giant salamander still. But now all your friends get to pitch into this horrific battle. We'll jump into that in a little bit. So for those of you who may be new here, there are ways for you to interact with our show.
Yeah.
So these are our tipped incentive things, interactions. So the first one being Sahlen's Blessing, which is a d6 die roll that our players can add to anything. That can be damage. They can also cash it in as healing now. That's new, but you can add it to any check, damage, what have you. If they so use it, I cannot touch it with my DM rerolls, which I'll explain in a second. For $10, you can drop a reroll into their pool of rerolls that they can pull from at any time to better their chances of success. At $15, you can give me a reroll, which will force them to reroll their good rolls.
Don't do that.
Every $25, at $25, you can drop a character of your choice. We've had several who have become campaign favorites and very long-lived characters, including Paragon Tiny Toes, who is still with us.
He's definitely made the most appearances.
If anything happens to him, I will riot. I will riot.
So
She'll flip the
I will
table.
flip everything in the studio.
no,
the
now
whole
they're gonna-
studio
we
will.
just built it.
I will
this
flip
city.
it gently.
Great.
She needs to borrow cucumbers. That's
At
Steven
every
sized.
for $50, you can give our players what we're calling Turn the Tide. You can give them a token that they can cash in to take charge of the scene, whatever scene they are currently in, or within 30 minutes they may spend that token to basically create very fortunate circumstances for themselves. If a building's on fire, maybe they find a bucket of water, that sort of thing. Things that can help them out of an otherwise that's not as perilous as it sounds, I guess, but something like that. You're about to be eaten by a snake, you're like, good thing I brought my snake trap. You know,
The witch
shit like
of the
that.
West be very afraid.
Oh God. Also, just because you all should know, I've hit we hung the lanterns yesterday, and I've hit my head every single time I've stood up from this table. They're right there, and right there. There was one right there. Great. So I've introduced myself. That's kind of how that works. Oh, there are also goals. So every time we hit $100, the first $100, our players will get to create a new truth in this universe, and that is something that they can. So we've actually have the list right here. We have. Andre is now going to be able to basically ask Clote, the god of death, what these Nitsage's mass resurrections mean to him. Aura has a big box full of weapons waiting for her in the Steam Fangs, which is their ultimate goal at the moment. You also have heard tales of an ancient orb. Or have you yet? We'll find out. And then Starheart, Greyflower, and Sportail, and then you had one.
I need Greyflower and I need Confab.
Correct.
Yeah.
The other one that you were talking about.
Yeah.
You won't get a weapon, correct?
Yes.
Ooh.
I want a big bada boom.
All right, there's a big boom waiting for you somewhere.
And it's pink.
Bada boom.
A
Big
pink boomstick.
Boom.
You shift over like a tiny bit to your right.
Am I right? Happily.
That's it.
Good.
That's it.
Big boom. Pink. And then, so things like that. So they can create these situations, people that they know, things that they know are waiting for them down the road, new cities that might exist, things like that. Anything that can help expand this world. This can be large scale or small scale. And it also adds to the plot. It adds to the map. It adds to, the richness of this world that we're all building together. So I really like it. At $200, though, you guys can be bloodthirsty as fuck, because that will be a giant monster drop. So basically a big old boss battle where shit's going down. And in a moment like right now, where they're already in the middle of the big boss battle, that can mean impending doom.
Don't be doomed.
TPK.
Don't be doom.
Doobie doom.
Don't be doom.
And then if we hit 300, that is
Cataclysm.
yes, big bad awful shit will happen, not just to the party but to the world at large. So basically, shit hits the fan in every possible capacity, really changing again the reality. But this time, I'm in control of it, so bad things will happen. They get the good things at the beginning. I get a monster, and then I get to fuck up.
Wait, what good thing? How is a monster a good thing?
No.
Let me put my glasses
never
on
know.
so I can yell
Monster's
at you
middle
more.
ground.
How are they
No,
good?
they could have gold belly.
You never know.
Yes,
There's
I
more
do.
experience points.
Cassandra's like, see, what's wormwood? Good question, Cassandra. Let me tell you about wormwood.
Oh, let me tell you
so-
about
Someone say wormwood?
wormwood.
We're subtle. But yeah, Wormwood was very kind to sponsor us and send us a bunch of full sets of personal dice trays and these things and
Dice towers
dice
and,
towers and all the
and
pretty
personal
stuff.
dice boxes.
Haley and I got ours made from wormwood. As you can see, it's got our name crest and the bottom one for
Well,
me.
his does. I
Hi,
won't hold
Celtic
mine up
Queen.
because I have dice
Welcome.
on mine. But mine's blank. But it's got a lovely leather on the inside.
Yeah.
They're great. They're crafted super awesomely.
Yeah.
So please go check them out. And you can even get a gift card for your friends or your family if you want to. There
Yeah.
too.
Ooh,
If you
that's
use
a
our
good-
code, you get
that's
free
good
shipping. Our
stuff.
code is Perception at checkout, so please do that. If you use that code, not only do you get free shipping, it helps out our stream and helps us build that relationship with them. And they've been really great to us, so we want to help them out too. And we love their shit, so it's been
Yep.
great.
And not to induce the panic, but Christmas is in 10 days.
Christmas is coming.
Is it 10? Yes. I am so behind on my Christmas movie watching.
Well,
10.
oh, I was going to say you could go shop at Wormwood for
I
all
mean,
your
also
Christmas needs.
that needs.
Dude,
Yes.
they smell amazing. So if you're
Yeah.
questioning whether this thing,
They
this
smell
is a
real
redwood.
good.
They
It
smell
smells
like.
Oh,
like
I bet that one smells really
smell
nice.
like,
so good.
And I've got the felt in mine, so it smells like nice leather.
That's that's just
There's leather at the bottom of
It's the
first
leather,
one.
not felt. That's not the same thing.
That
you
smell
felt
real
leather.
good.
The felted
Yes,
leather.
real wood, wonderful smell.
Yes.
That should
and
be
really,
the tag.
and really, really pretty grain work too. Like it's beautiful. Like Divas, I don't know what kind of wood one this is, but I love the grain on that.
It's
for
it's
free.
the
Vortoxy,
gold
thank you for the
kind.
follow. We're about to dive into it,
It's
but
really-
it's
before
really
we
pretty.
do, let's go down the line and introduce folks. Start with you, sir.
Hey guys, I'm Justin. I play Nitzaj Alsup, a Quailier wizard with a heart beast named Hailstorm, which is a half horse, half dragon. And currently, he is scared out of his mind right now because we're fixing to fight a huge salamander thing. So yeah.
Ugh.
Hi, I'm Haley. I play Captain Aura Stone. She is a tiefling warlock rogue, and she is I don't know, excited to fight this big giant ice newt.
You're good.
Sorry, you're
We're
fine.
really good
There's
at
so much pantomiming happening right now. I'm
Come
so
on.
distracted. But we didn't mention our other friend and sponsor, Level Up Dice. We didn't talk about them
didn't.
and their dope dice.
Yeah. Hooray! So if you use that link and you buy anything there, anything that you shop over that Level Up Dice also helps us out at the channel. So if you want to get yourself something shiny and help us out, that's great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff.
So
I am
beautiful.
obsessed with the Sylvan Opalite set.
That
When
sounds
I
beautiful.
Money, I will be getting it for myself. It's gorgeous, and yeah. But I mean, they have all kinds of stuff for all kinds of different flavors. Amber has the Harry Potter set because they have the dice in like the Harry Potter fonts, but in various colors on various stones. They also have aluminum dice, cage dice, all kinds of crap. Like it's so good. Anyway. So we're very happy that like, two of our favorite companies have decided to invest their energy in us.
super
So it's been amazing.
I need me some Harry Potter dice.
Well, get on
The
it.
different,
I'm
like, house,
gonna.
Use our
the
code.
different like house colors.
I think maybe I don't know. The ones I saw, they had like the yellow. It was like the yellow like Harry Potter like logo font.
I see.
But on the numbers. But I feel like I did see different colors. I don't know.
Let's check it out.
We'll go look it up.
Yeah.
The Sylvan Opalite.
I'm gonna let him do his thing.
Oh,
You good?
we need to introduce you.
He can. I'm clearly unimportant.
You're up.
Okay.
No time for whining.
I'm not. I'm
She
Diva.
whined.
I'm talking. I'm also sleepy, apparently. I play Starheart. That didn't come out like a word. Starheart. She is a gnome cleric / baby rogue. She's not excellent at really anything but drinking.
Aren't we all?
That's the end of my sentence.
Hooray!
Drinking like five
Maestro, could you cut to the map, please? So this is where we left off. I did redo the map, like I said. Because I drew the monster on the map last time like an idiot, I had to erase everything. So I made a little, out of a pro towel, I made little minis. So this is the Frost Salamander. Pretty much the scale. I'm pretty
That's
happy with
really-
myself.
it looks
Here's
legit.
Klaxon on his little rhino. There's all the Minotaurs, and then there's Mahoganyst, because she's a bear. She turns into a bear. This is the dwarves, that's the cannon, and that's Fizzbinkle just running around like a madman on his new legs. This is Bubo. These are his portrait bearers, Hank and Barry.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
This is Starheart in the tree. This is Nitsuj and Andre next to each other. I believe they're up on a ledge.
Yeah.
Or no, you're coming down.
We're on an incline going
Yes.
up to that the rope trick hut
Yes.
up top.
You guys
So
are there. Yeah, that's what this little circle
Oh
is.
my
That's the like the rope trick room. And so I also kind of further defined what everything looks like on this road. So basically, the road, the path itself here, is the only road. This is like a dead drop on the other side.
the ice little
The
lake
ice was back
there
this way. Yeah,
Copy
so
that.
you made it across the
Yeah,
pond,
and then we went
Yeah.
up.
and then you went up.
Uh-huh.
So now you're on the road, but you're on this crest road like on the side. So basically, it's a very steep drop on the one side.
Yep.
And then a steep incline where you all are right now. The salamander is on the road level, so the road is this red striped area with the majority of the company. Klaxon's coming up on the rear. Salamander's going after the dwarves.
What's behind the salamander?
This is Klaxon
Copy
on
that.
his
Oh, yeah.
clockwork rhino.
Yes.
Oh, so they surrounded him.
They did. Well, he also kind of Klaxon.
Oh, did he come up from the ground?
He charged back. So when he blipped back into existence, he sensed your guys'
started
warmth and
running.
bloop, slid in and just started charging the first person that he saw
Gotcha.
with the most heat, and that would be the fellows with the cannons and the torches and the
That's
things that
fair.
go Bernie burn.
Burn.
Bernie burn. Nitsa just as you. Oh, sorry, no. That's Aura up in
Yep.
this tree,
Yep.
and that's everybody.
Yeah.
And I believe last week we left off with the salamander's last attack before we went back to the top of the round, right?
Yeah, that
Because
sounds
we're
right.
not going back to the top of the round because we finally get to add in all of your friends.
Yay.
All the NPCs
All the
that have come with you. So, we're going to start with the wonderful, wonderful Iron Horn. Your family,
no idea
Starheart.
what
The
part of
Minotaurs
the
who raised you out in the woods. Mahoganyst is going to go and swipe for the face.
I would like it to be known that Starheart's just in the back cheering from the tree. She's got like two branches that are kind of bushy. She's just
Wonderful.
I think there's a Barry and a Hank alliances forming in the chat, by the way. I'm seeing like,
Oh,
go
no.
Hank, go Barry.
That's hilarious.
Right.
You guys should place a bet on which one dies first.
no,
We kill Boobo.
no.
All right. So
The fan club while he's not here. Not Boobo. Boobo's fan club.
Mahoganyst charges the salamander and gets it right in the jaw, just claws it once, but it's like, it's a scratch on an elephant, basically. It
Yeah.
doesn't flinch much, but it does take some damage. And then the rest, I will roll for the rest of the Iron Horn. Yikes. Basically, she's so big and slashy and just throwing her big-ass bear body all over the place, they can't get close enough to get anywhere in there. Behind them, you hear the unmistakable hiss of another fuse being lit as Hermed is lighting his cannon. And he's wheeling it around to point it at the thing. He's like, "Everyone get down!"
Yes.
Alright, so that'll be a hit, and now I'll roll to see if the Iron Horn gets out of the way. Uh-oh. Oh no. That spawned like a motherfucker.
Darn it, should have got on tape.
Hooray. So who's gonna get hit? Ronven gets hit in the shoulder as the cannonball just.
Ronven.
He's one of the Iron Horn.
Gotcha.
He's quiet.
How dare you not know my people's names?
What's his last name?
Is that a Scottish?
What's his name? Ronven?
Ronven, yeah.
Ven?
I knew it.
Ron?
Then
So it skims through his shoulder, basically, and then smack into the side of the face of the frost salamander. And it lands in the meat of it, but like it misses any joints or anything, so it's just upset. Hooray! Moving on. Dwarves have gone. Ironhorn have gone.
I have nothing.
The main Ironhorn is Greyflower, right?
Yes, Greyflower is their leader. It is now. Beep, beep, beep. Excellent. And then. Excellent. So, Klaxon is basically double fisting some damage here because he's using the rhino to charge at the hindquarters of this thing, and he's also reaching out with one of his arc weapons that he designed. He took with him from Copperforge.
Spike him in the butt. Go on.
Yeah, so this will be for
It's riding a
rhino damage
Horn
Yay.
damage.
and then arc damage. Let it go. Let it go.
That's Scottish popcorn.
Wonderful. All right. Yeah. So he just like the copper horn of this rhino goes up through this sucker's tail
Oof.
and then tears a segment out as it rips itself back out. As the rhino rears back, he zaps it in the hindquarters as well. Moving on to Fizz Binkle on his new legs, who was initially at the front of the pack because he's just been fucking running around all day. He is now going to hop up on the side of the mountain and try to come around to the front. So he's just like boing, 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 hopping toward the enemy.
Oh, yeah, because he's got space boots now, huh?
He does.
He's space legs.
Space legs.
Clack,
Space camp.
Clack is somewhere up here with like... actually, no, he's in with the wounded. He's hanging out with the wounded, so no, he's not doing anything. Hank and Barry, it's now their turn.
Oh, no.
You just hear Boo-Bo be like, "Hey, guys, I believe in you. Go get him." And he's like, "Yes, sir. Oh boy,
Oh, God.
finally get to prove ourselves."
No, no.
And they like, they pull out a tarp and cover up the portrait, and then they use it as a sled, like the big one, the huge one, and they land on top of the salamander.
That was a spot on Boobo, BT dubs.
Oh, thanks.
They got some balls.
Or
on
some
the
stupid.
Oh, dear.
Shoot, I
got
kind of want to
balls.
ride the
I
salamander
like
now.
balls.
Just like,
And then in the background, you hear, "We're coming!"
I forgot they're still here.
I forgot they were with us. I thought they had pieced out.
They were in that town.
Yeah,
I didn't
Yep.
know they
they were
followed.
following you guys up the hill, but they're in the far back, and now
No,
they're
they're
having
not following you guys. They're following Starheart.
That's true. Yeah, Mom and Dad want to see that through to the end.
It's
Uh-oh.
an investment in his future.
It's true. He's got
Uh-oh.
prospects now. He's a suitor. And then it is back up to Aura Stone.
Okay, let's see, I'm up in the tree. Bonus action, can I try and hide in the tree?
I believe you already were.
Cool.
So you're good.
Dope.
You are hidden.
I'm gonna take 2 Eldritch Blasts then. And then, since I'm hidden, I get sneak attack if it hits. Excited. Not great, not great. Okay, 10 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, that's exciting. Okay, so 2d6. Eldritch Blast is 1d10. Savage attack. This. Much
In my
better.
head, this is the cutest monster of all time.
I know. I'm sure he's really cute.
It was really cute until I saw it. Because in my head, it was also the cutest one.
And then he like opens his mouth and it's just like it's like those things in Galaxy Quest. Those like cute.
Oh,
little dudes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's that's what's happening right now.
And they're all just teeth.
Okay. 20 points of damage.
20.
Yeah,
Pretty
because
good.
12, 8, 20. Yeah.
All right.
Math.
Well, I believe you.
Oh no, I had to double check myself. I was like, that's right? That's right. Okay,
Let's get out of here before one of those things kills Guy.
and that's my turn.
All right. On to Boobo. Uh-oh. Didn't think about this.
Hunter's mark.
Hunter-
Fire arrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
A fire arrow? Good idea.
Yeah. Oh wait, why did he say it like that?
Orathiel. My arrow.
I don't think we're supposed to
Really
use fire
small.
still out here.
Well, better kill this thing.
Yeah,
Orville.
Well,
Danny's loving his impression.
Yeah, so he's gonna let loose a fire arrow.
Yeah, he is.
2, as a matter of fact, if I recall correctly. He can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! One of those is an at 20. The other one's super misses.
Go Bubo. He rolls really well when he's not here. He does.
Can you remind me real quick what his? Do you have him up?
Nope.
I can grab it. Yeah,
does anyone happen to have like a sticky note?
Yeah.
he does. I know his Orthil is 1d6, so that would have been 2d6 on that. If he hunter's marked it,
He did.
which he did, which is an extra d6. That sounds right.
Okay.
And
Yeah, Orthil,
then
yeah.
his devil's tongue is 1d8 plus 5 for each hit.
Wonderful. Okay. Ding!
Yeah,
So
and he
with
not
a
20
critical hit, that's 37 damage.
on one hit.
One hit.
Dang,
the one
Bubo.
hit that he just hit. It's angry. It's also hungry. So when those flame arrows, it's like the second he Orithils it, you just see like,
Oh no, he can see the heat. That's right. It's like
and
light.
this big fat salamander face turns straight toward the flames, and it's starting to salivate at the warmth.
Salamander is salivating.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So it's not so much light, it's warmth that he's reacting to?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Good to know, good to know.
Yeah, so on its turn, that will do something. It is now Andre's turn.
Which he said he will.
Banishment.
Banish the axolotl.
Again? Does he
Yeah.
have enough?
Yep.
He has,
Holy
I think he has
He
3
texted
of them
me. He
total.
said banish
All
that
right.
bitch.
And it's a save?
Yeah, let me pull up his stuff.
He needs to get better than 20.
Oh, is that what you said?
That's what I'm saying.
What kind of save, though?
All of them. I don't want him to win.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I can find it. Give me a second. This is for... Oh, is he not in our... Oh.
I got him.
Oh, there he is.
He's at the bottom.
Oh, sorry.
Wee math. Wee internet.
Let's see. Banishment. So, pick one. Charisma save of 15. Is that it? Charisma save.
Dokie.
That's what it says.
Charisma. Oh, right. This is what
Yeah.
this happened last time.
Yeah, it is.
Big stupid salamander doesn't have much
He can be
courage.
stupid. He doesn't.
No!
Oh, that sounds like a nat one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and you were so hard on that map.
I did. I really wanted people to die.
So
Listen,
this is
it's just for a minute anyway.
yeah. How far away can we get in a minute? Oh no.
Do we want to?
So he.
Oh, he did say charisma 15 saving throw just in case.
He
Oh,
just
yeah,
he
he's-
failed. So I'm
yeah,
gonna
super
mark that spell slot for
I'm gonna tell him
him.
he's super banished.
I guess he did it at 4th level. So
I'm gonna roll saving throws for Hank and Barry.
What?
Because they were on its back at the moment.
Yep.
And it's
So-
huge,
That's
so they have
hilarious.
a little distance to fall.
oh, not that they'd go with him. It's
Well,
that
no, but
they'd
they're
be
gonna go
falling.
somewhere. Again, this is a plummet.
They're gonna
And-
fall off the cliff with the portrait. Oh my god! They're gonna sled like Calvin and Hobbes to
Wait, which portrait
Oh.
is this?
Bubos.
No, which one?
The big one. I mean, they're probably holding both.
Wait,
The
no,
one-
like the one
They are
that-
holding both. They use the big one as a sled. The other one hasn't put.
Yeah.
No, Bubo's gonna be so. No.
Well, he's not here.
Hank does fine. Barry didn't roll poorly enough to actually fall off the mountain, but he's going to take damage. He's going to take. Actually, how
They're fine. See,
big is
they're
this
fine.
So Hank, like, he flips the big portrait up and like uses it as kind of like a parachute to like slowly like like make his fall all gentle, and Barry tries the same thing with the little one, and just goes, and he is unconscious on the ice.
He's
Hilarious.
unconscious.
But unconscious, not
Not dead.
Not dead,
dead.
just
He's
crumpled.
out like a light.
He is a rag.
I can deal with crumpled. That's fine.
All right, so this sucker is gone for 1 minute. We can take actions out of combat, and I'll arbitrarily say when a minute is up. What do you want to do, friends?
Let's see.
I would
could
like to
either
talk
run-
to. We
1
wanna
minute
run?
wasn't enough last time.
It wasn't enough last time.
I think we should
Just
get
get
to better
ready.
positions and just keep this thing off.
So stay here and just ready ourselves and
Just-
blast it when it gets back.
That's my vote.
I'm
not
fine
gonna
with
get
that. We're not
far
gonna
in
we're
this
not gonna
freezing
outrun it.
cold
We're
wall.
not gonna outrun it. It's home territory. We're not gonna outrun this thing. All right.
Okay.
So everyone get to an advantageous position.
You just hear her men be like, "What's an advantageous position?
High
That's
ground.
not right."
Get away from the cliff.
Hey, Hermit! Hey, Hermit!
Way up.
Can someone pick up the fan?
Fan.
Oh,
The fanboy.
you see,
the
Klaxon goes by and swings up both of the fanboys, so they're now on the back of the rhino.
They're fan men.
So they're going up here. So you all are up on like the first sort of tier of the ridge. Is there anywhere else you all would like to move around?
So
at
I am
this
no
point?
longer at the tree. I have moved.
I'm gonna.
Ryan, you're fucking up my game and you're not even here.
Amazing.
I'm gonna hold my action of. So I believe rope trick is still up.
It is.
Yeah.
Because that's 8 hours, right?
8 hours, yeah. I don't think it's. My
And it's
iPad's
I
going
know
super slow
I know
right
a rope trick. I know you want to see it. We have like a minute.
I don't think we have time for that.
No, I got
kind of
some rope and I learned how to do a trick
rope to. When?
when you weren't looking. Duh. Magician doesn't reveal his magicians.
Oh, it's actually for
One of the
hour.
minotaurs starts breaking branches off of a dead-looking tree,
Oh.
and he just starts kind of like just dragging them out. You recognize this as Swell Belly, who's something kind of like a weird uncle of the minotaurs. He's a little portly as far as minotaurs go. He's got a little belly, hence the Swell Belly. But he is gathering up a bunch of dead wood and he's starting to push it off the cliff.
Why? Can I ask him why?
Yeah.
Hey, round one of happiness.
You know my name.
Swell belly? Swell.
Your family.
Hey, Swell.
Hi, Starheart.
You know, so why?
Well, I noticed that when your friend threw a flame arrow, it charged right for it. So I'm going to build a bonfire.
Off the side of the cliff.
That's a thought. Yeah.
This guy, he's got a big one up here.
Do you think this thing will be able to climb well, though? It could just easily climb back up?
I don't know, but it might keep it distracted enough for us to do something to it.
That it might.
Can we push it? Can we just push it?
I am not strong enough to push it.
No, I mean collectively, like the royal we, can we push
Have
it?
you seen its
That's a good
teeth?
You push it from the back end.
I don't think it has 6
Klaxon's like,
legs.
I tried that.
I'm just waiting for the minute.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think that's a good idea. Have something ready to go. So as soon as we see it, fire away.
Could we have seen the drop down, like coming on the road? How far is the drop from off the ledge?
It's like a mile drop. It's
A mile drop?
It's rough. Well, yeah, because as you're continuing north through, the crest of these mountains continues to go up. It's a hike, and this is one of the sheer portions. There are parts where it widens out again when you're like mountain to mountain, but you're at one of the areas that's between mountains.
Okay, so like,
So like when we were in Hawaii and like there was like walking along that cliff and it like just dropped off. Like that. Or like
But I see-
walking by the Grand Canyon.
Super safe.
a mile up's a long, very long way.
Yes, it's a long way to fall.
Yeah.
That's a dead amount of space.
You're in space a mile. No.
No, that's a measurement of death. It's a deathment.
It's a deasurement.
It's a deasurement. It's a deasurement.
All right.
I'm gonna hold. What can I call my Orthil with my chill touch? Anyway,
I
I'm
thought you were
holding
calling that icy hot.
Okay, that's with Ray of Frost.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, I'm holding that spell.
I'm gonna call it just Frosty Frost.
Well, that one's not cold. That one's dead.
Ice
I learned
cubed.
that. It took me a long time to learn that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
just
Rain
okay.
freeze.
I'm gonna within this minute. I'm gonna cast haste on myself, which bumps up my armor class.
Alright. I'm just gonna leave that pile of branches for you. I'm gonna go back up the hill now. Pat, pat. This might just back up.
Bubo, when we've got 10 seconds to go, fire arrows down the chasm at the wood.
Right.
Fire arrows.
Yep, fire arrows.
You got it.
Well,
Well,
That didn't come.
Has it been a minute yet? Does anyone know time?
any calls at the time.
I'll say you're hurrying at this point. But you're all, for the most part, maintaining your positions.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
am I? Last I knew I was in a tree. Have you moved me?
No, I haven't. That's why I'm asking.
You were in
No,
the rope
then
trick house because
I
you were
s-
cold.
No,
I
she moved
came
out to a
I'm in
tree.
a
Oh, she did. Okay.
Yeah.
I
so she's
stay
out
in the tree
You're here. Cool. Awesome.
with my.
So I will put. This will be the little pile of branches that Swell Belly put down, and then salamander.
Oh, and I'm holding Eldritch Blast. Sorry. I forgot
Oh
to say.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So
Yeah, just
Bubo-
fire roll as soon as it shows up.
yeah, no check for that. He just does it, and immediately goes up. The salamander, just his eyes, his tongue, everything else, and he just starts licking the flames, and he's like pawing at him. It's like catnip for him. He's starting to kind of roll on it and stuff and play with it.
Wait, does he not burn?
No, he's hungering for it. He wants it.
Okay. All right. So we'd like to all fire on him, at him.
Hooray!
Then we were holding stuff.
Do it.
Okay.
Thanks, Uber, for 21 months of chunk fandom.
Yay.
What is it?
Ooh. Yes, Moosey Mousey, we occasionally have meops.
Oh,
Look, it's a meop. And look, this is my
26. I
salamander.
thought you said 21.
Oh.
You said 21.
21.
Yeah.
Immersion.
That's a baby elephant. There aren't many baby things that when you get into the high amounts of months. So.
I don't know if people know what you're doing.
Oh, so when you
Baby elephant.
when
Okay.
you either follow or subscribe us for X amount of time, and we find out what that X amount of time is, I have a baby animal gestation chart. So I will tell you how long that has been and what kind of baby animal that is. Yeah, that's what that is. So 21 months
I also like just
is the
randomly.
gestation period of a baby
Yep.
elephant.
I do like just the random facts.
Yeah.
Should get more random facts. It's 26 for me to hit the chill touch. And
That will hit.
It's distracted me.
Are we all just going at the same time?
Yeah, if you were holding actions.
I was holding an action.
Did we get all 3 of them out if we were holding actions?
What's that? Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You guys know what you're
Because I'm
doing.
Okay, I was
hasted.
holding 2. Shall I?
14
wait,
points
two
of
resisted.
I'll do it.
damage. 3 of those is the fire from Orthil.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't math. Oh my gosh, math. 22 to hit on both.
Yes, they
Okay.
both hit. Celtic Boar loves it because they're a zookeeper.
I have. Oh, thank you for helping the animal.
Yeah, thanks.
I have.
Super good. Oh my gosh, max
Training
damage.
for the uprising.
I have unnatural 20s to hit
Yeah, those will
for
hit.
guiding bolt and my spiritual weapon, and then I will see what they do hit. And if I do hit one,
And while she's rolling that, I have my damage for my 2 Eldritch Blasts. It was max damage, which is so exciting.
Max
Let's see. 32 points of damage.
Wow!
is it,
It's John.
wait, is this it? This is it. This is it. This is it. Yeah, that's an 8.
That's no.
That's a 12.
You want the
Diamond.
This one, the diamond one. That's 8. So Celtic boar, are boars your favorite animal? Is that why that is your name?
could it be?
Is it he?
So I have 12.
That's a Beauty and the Beast, right? Yeah. All right.
12.
But I always like half-ass the reference. So
Aw, buddy.
I have 12 whatever.
Get in here.
12.
In the fight, you just banished it.
you just get back.
I have 12 guiding bolt damage, whatever the guiding bolt damage is.
You got it.
And then I had. Oh, I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna do it again. I don't know what it was.
Wow.
And
Look,
then,
wait,
wait,
I didn't show.
and then 7.
Andre.
Or no,
That's
9 spiritual weapon bludgeoning damage.
All right.
We decided it was bludgeoning, right?
Yes. 'Cause
Tankard,
you're
yeah.
clubbing them over the head.
With a
Smiting
big
them
tankard.
the head.
Smiting them over?
Right. Andre, you son.
Do I see if anything takes effect with the necromancy damage from the chill touch? Did I see any kind of effect from that on the salamander at all?
Just what you would normally see.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it takes
So, no.
that damage normally.
Yeah.
All right. Dang y'all. Starheart. Oh no, you did that. Everyone did their.
That was
Yeah.
it was the
Yes.
surprise attack, I guess.
Whose turn it is?
I already went. Oh, because we did
Andre
a surprise
just went
round.
to
Yes.
banish it.
And we just got a surprise round in.
Yes.
So who was it when we...
Who's
Oh,
after
because
Andre?
Andre banished him, so whoever's after Andre.
Nissa, you're after Andre, but you all like held your.
Yep,
I just
sure
basically what
did.
you all do.
Yeah, we basically just did a round.
Yeah, so it's we all held it. We did a round, so it's back to me
Back to Andre?
or back to Andre.
Oh, I see. You.
Up to you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the
Thank you.
salamander. Because y'all are safe for the moment.
Did everyone else get to have an opportunity
Thank you.
attack
I
on
didn't
whatever
want
they
to
needed to do as
More,
well?
more space.
They're short range, they're reloading, so that is their kind of turn. So them being up here
Copy
is
that.
them being out of the fight. These guys are packing a cannon. This dude's unconscious. They're on a rhino. They're backing up. Yeah, so I think everybody's done the things. So at this point, I'm going to see if the salamander can break its concentration from the very distracting and delicious fire.
It's fire, how interesting.
It can't. It is just fuck. It's like a big kitten that y'all are kicking the shit out of.
I'm so happy.
Danny,
Alright, cast that already.
I demand you
I'm not
change
the one
the
fighting
metaphor.
kittens.
Oh, you did?
No, it's not a
Oh,
kitten.
but I.
It's not a
It's,
kitten.
it's adorable, honestly.
I've
From this
seen it
angle,
once.
it's like on its
You did it
back.
last
You
time.
see its soft
So
little
she
belly,
just
and it's
No.
like kicking,
So it should be
burning,
two, right?
burning.
No.
Okay.
Can I roll to see if I think it's cute or not?
You sure can.
Okay. What do I?
Maybe I need to reframe.
What am I rolling for? What? Tell me what I'm rolling
Roll
for.
each one.
D20.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay. I'll blow. You want to blow on it?
That's good.
12. I don't know if I add
Plus.
anything. It's 12. What is it? What is it?
Adorable.
It's 12. Out of 20.
Oh, okay. So
That's
we
like a
take that
D.
away. There we go. Now
It's passing.
I
It's pretty cute for a monster that almost killed everybody. But no, it doesn't
Yeah,
affect
that's
any
an attack.
attack anybody. So the dwarves at this point have now repacked their cannon.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have.
So Hermed is going to fire off his cannon again. He's like, yes!
Ooh, good fight.
Ah,
Gonna fire that cannon.
Oh dear.
wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
They say I'm
wonderful.
Yeah.
What is that from?
Wicked.
I've only seen it once, guys. And it was amazing.
Joel Ray.
So good.
Yeah, so without a hitch, it's just a straight shot.
Thanks, Art.
You hear a very loud rumble from the mountain.
Yep.
We're gonna make an avalanche.
I'm in a
so
tree,
much
though.
fun.
Nothing
Or
happens
we're attracting
yet.
more of these things.
But yeah, you like it's just you see a lot of the snow is falling off of the trees that you're in currently, and they're just fucking reloading again.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have a.
We noticed that that's kind of what made that happen.
I don't know.
I'm
Perception check?
gonna
Yup.
perception
Yeah.
that.
I would like
Can I
to
perceive
do a
that,
different
please?
kind of check. please?
22.
I don't know if I can do it, though, 'cause
16.
it's not my turn.
Wait, what?
22.
22? Okay.
16.
16. What were you trying to
I
do?
have a different check I would like to do. I would like to know if I can tell its gender.
It is a female.
It could be a mama.
Oh.
That could be a baby.
I'm gonna yell out real
Yes.
fast. That cannon might not be good to do.
Like you
Oh
can-
shit! Because you yelled it too.
So it's more sliding, and you
Oh,
actually
dear.
see some snow starting to like push part of and cover this portion of the road.
Wait, but I'm still in the tree, right?
You are still in the tree. The snow has
I'm-
come off of the tree,
Okay, but I'm.
and you're also noticing that it's less distance to the ground than it was earlier, as the
The
snow
tree.
is filling in.
Guys, the earth is eating my tree.
Shh. Start.
What?
No more yelling.
Did you yell it?
Whisper,
Whisper.
like loud whisper, right?
Fair enough. Okay.
Man.
Hey, did anyone think that while this thing is distracted that we might be able to ride it?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to know if it was a mommy or a daddy. Asked the salamander.
What the big bellied one did was a smart thing to do. But what if we could get the no yelling? What if we could get it into some sort of, like a fishing pole thing in front of it and make it walk ahead, like it's
I'm a fishing pole. I'm a fishing pole that I have with an irresistible lure.
yes, below that. What if we put like a bushel of a bundle of sticks?
That are on fire?
Some people call it other things. I call it a bundle of sticks. In on the hook,
Right.
so that we might be able to ignite it, and then have it follow that.
So I'd have to walk it away.
You said you have that stuff. It's in the bag of holding.
Oh, I do.
Joke's on you.
No, I don't. Boo has it out. 'Cause
You
we
did
tried to get it from.
take it out. It was right before it got banished, I believe.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
it.
you were trying to get
Yeah,
the
he
one
has
out of the water.
So if I put the burning fire on the hook, and I'm supposed to lead it somewhere, I'm on the other side of the hook.
No, get on top of it.
Wait, get on top of the hook?
Or do the perfect cat.
Ride it.
Oh my gosh.
Write it like that play that we grew up with the young man leading the ant.
It was an on-keg, actually.
What?
An on-keg. It was an on-keg.
Different cultures have different versions
It's
of the
fine,
story.
it's fine.
The on keg.
Wait.
I see what you're getting at.
Wait, I want to turn.
Oh. To ride it?
Well, we're all...
It's
Yeah,
technically
Should we just-
the iron
I know.
horns
Aren't we
turn.
still in... We're still in a
still in
Yeah, I know.
But this is a
It's
conversation.
fine.
This is a
That's
plan. We're fine. Conversation's
We're
fine.
talking
But
as the battle's
action-wise,
happening.
it's now the Iron Horn's turn, and they're just like freaking out. They're from the sunny plains where there's lots of grass and there's snow in the winter, but not
How did
like
I get
this.
so bloodthirsty then?
You're angry. Your
Drink a lot,
family
bud.
was slaughtered. Yeah, and you're a drunk.
Yeah.
Listen, there's lots of
Alcohol
reasons.
drug.
I'm not. She's not a drunk. She just has.
A drink.
Drunk.
problem.
She just has drunk.
She has drunk.
There is no sober.
Yeah, so they're
hasn't
staying
done it all.
put.
Tried to-
Mahoganus actually transforms herself back into herself, like no longer a bear because she can be more ginger in her natural form.
Ginger. So she's got a red head.
She actually is a redhead.
Oh.
If you recall. Yes, that's why she's Mahoganus.
Oh, I thought
A
she was
little
made of wood.
reddish. Yeah.
That one of the iron horns.
Copper Forge guys. Klaxon. He's up top. He's basically just chucking. He chucks Barry into the hole, like the little instant room.
Yeah.
Because that's still up, right? Yeah. So he
Yes.
throws Barry in there. Hank gingerly leaves the portrait with him. And then we've got the Tiny Toes faction. They arrive. That's them. That's what I've got on hand. So all the little Tiny Toes are like, they kind of saw it from where they were because they were just taking their time. Like, oh, they are sweet. Like, just fucking, they're elsewhere most of the time. This is the first time they're really noticing what's happening. And it's like, but they also don't attack. They're just kind of hanging. Barry's unconscious. Tiny Toes.
Barry, go down the hole.
You see Yeet Yeet kind of like scanning the crowd. He's like looking for Aura.
Wait, which one was Yeet Yeet? That was his
Yeet
brother,
Yeet is the
right?
douchey brother of
Yeah, that's right.
Paragon Tiny.
I'm
Toes.
hiding in a tree.
I know. He doesn't find you, but he's looking for you. We're now officially back up to Oris.
Okay. All right.
Excuse me.
My first action, I want to test our theory. Is he still playing with the sticks that are?
Yeah.
Is she still playing with the
Yeah,
sticks that are on fire?
she's bapping it around, and she's kind of like rolling. There's points where she's on her belly, there's points where she's on her back, but she's just like, and she's got her like 6 legs, so she's kind of like passing it between her toes. She's like warming her little paws and everything.
Oh,
I want to take it home.
he's not even attacking us.
Is it objectively? I want to roll for the cute again, but for real.
Well, for cuteness, make it a
D10.
D10.
So I, with Mage Hand, I want to pick up some of the sticks and just like levitate it, and then like pull it down the path where there isn't anybody, just to see if she'll follow it.
Yeah, she's batting at it. And she, so the weird thing about the salamanders, she can still stay perfectly grounded on her back 4 hindquarters, so these are functioning more like
It's like
arms at
Randall.
this point.
You know, like
Yeah, she's very much like
Yeah.
Randall. Yeah, she's just like bapping around at it. She's like swatting at it. Are you keeping it out of her reach?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like, she is traveling toward it. And just kind of like snapping at it. And like cinders that come down, she's catching on her tongue and just like.
That's adorable.
And then I'll use Thaumaturgy Whisper to Nitsage. I think this would actually work if we just want to keep walking.
God. I guess.
All right, cool. Bubo's turn.
Oh, duh! I cast. I have message. That's right.
Bubo's like, well, yeah, seems like it's a good idea. And he jumps out of, like, and like does a little flip. We'll see if he lands it.
See if she notices.
Oh.
Well, see you later.
He doesn't land well, so I'm going to have to give him a save and throw. Fuck me.
Bye, Bubo.
He starts to fall.
He starts to what?
Starts to fall, but slowly, very slowly,
Slowly, 'cause
as he's a quailier.
Oh,
So
that's
he's
right.
going to reach into his like. He's gonna take the fishing rod
Yeah.
and try and
He's trying to Mulan this right now?
yeah, he's gonna try and like hook onto basically anything over here to catch on to. Woo! Don't need it.
Bad dice anyway.
Oh.
Stop rolling for him.
No!
No, I vote we roll for Boo Boo.
No, it's kind of funny, actually.
It is
It's
kinda
better.
funny.
It's better.
It's better this way.
Help! Falling very slowly, but like looking straight down at the massive drop that he is currently floating toward.
How did he do?
Hilarious.
And that's his unfortunate turn.
The salamander
Andre,
was
it's your
staying
turn.
still.
How do you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you.
Am I? Where am I? Am I in a tree?
You
You're
are
right next to me.
Yeah, you're right next to
On the,
Nishis. This is you right here.
Okay,
I don't know if you can see
sweet.
yourself. So you're like to the
nowhere
right of
close
those.
to Bubo. I'm nowhere close to even getting to Bubo, so that's not gonna happen.
You're a key.
And so far he's happy.
The salamander.
The salamander.
She.
The salamander.
Sorry,
Exactly.
she. And you're moving the flame? Okay.
You're moving the flame?
I'm like moving the ball of flaming twig, and she's
with,
like,
with like mage hand?
yeah.
Okay. I cast thaumaturgy on it and make it brighter.
Ooh.
It's like and starts chasing as quickly as it's moving. and she's like jumping for it now. She's starting to do these leaps
It's literally like
and
this right now.
coming down on the ground hard each time.
Uh-oh.
Does she hurt?
Uh-oh.
No,
Uh-oh.
no. She's gonna make the avalanche now.
She has like.
Just a little more.
We need to get off this mountain and take her with us, I think.
Nitsage, it's your turn.
Where did...
Want it as a pet?
Yes.
Why not? She moves fast enough, and we just feed her fire. Has anyone seen Boobo? Where did he go? He's supposed to be on the Sahlen.
Help! Help! Quietly! Help!
Boobo fell off the mountain.
It's fine.
Still falling! Technically in line with it still. Help!
I have nothing
I know,
that can
right?
help him.
There's just
Absolutely
Go get
nothing.
him later.
You're going to fall for a mile.
Of all the ways I thought someone was gonna die tonight.
Oh my
Slow
god.
falling off a cliff because we're all like, we got time.
I'll be alright. It might take me days to get back to you. I'll be alright.
I messaged him, just keep trying with the fishing hook or your grappling hook or anything.
anything else. We can't get to you.
I can grapple.
You wait, what?
Hardliner calls. Nailed it.
I'm gonna have Hailstorm go off and try and
Oh.
I feel like Doomeril would probably go
yeah.
after him also.
hopefully him and
Oh, yeah, just
him
like
and
little
Doomroll will
wings.
go down there
Bring
and
it
try
back
and
Okay.
Or at least
you
shove
know.
him into the mountain so we
Yeah.
can
something.
I want to see
Yeah, I'll
both
roll
of their
for both
beaks just
birds
holding him by
and
the
see like
shoulders
what their grip is like.
and just have
Probably be their defeat.
I have stats for Hailstorm if you
Although
want me to roll
Hailstorm's-
for.
Sure. Just give me strength modifier.
Does Hailstorm have hooves or does she have claws?
Claws, actually, yeah.
She's just like hoofing it on Boobo.
Yeah, Valen, they both naturally have feather fall. It's a perk of their
So,
people.
she's. You said she. It's he. He is strength of 6, but I rolled a 16, so that's minus 2. It's 14 for strength.
Okay. Then I'll roll. Doomeril.
Sorry, I didn't.
That's enough. Yeah, so both birds just go and whoosh, get either arm as he's like, ah! So they're starting to fly him
Oh my
back.
gosh, now he can take shots while he's hovering. I'm holding him. Little helicopter Boobo now.
Oh my gosh.
Another level or so, you'll both be able to do that shit solo. So
We still need to get on you about our creatures and where they're at right now.
yeah, so that is good. Is that your full turn? You got something to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Careless. Princess Bride type music. Inconceivable.
It does sound
The cliff of insanity.
Yes.
If we're hanging out here for a couple of minutes or so, I actually might cast. No. I'm all good. I'm gonna start getting down off the mountain.
Okay. Like up closer to the salamander?
Yes, very,
Okay.
very gingerly.
Okay. Yeah, you're like up. This is now much longer.
Yes.
But yeah, you're up at its side. You're close enough to touch it if you want to.
No,
Yeah.
not that close.
Not that close. Okay. So then you're
That's
just at the lip of the ledge right
Yeah.
before it drops to the road.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah.
So you're about 8
That's
feet
perfect.
up off it.
Yes, I'll stay there.
Okay. Starheart.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Okay, I know exactly what I would like to do. I would like to make a.
18.
What?
Nothing.
Shush, shush. I would like to make an animal handling check.
Okay. What would you like to?
Wait, can you cast guidance on me?
No.
Can I cast guidance on myself first?
No, that's your action.
Yeah, you would do one or the other. What are you trying to do?
She wants
What
to
do you
make
think
friends.
she's trying to do?
I know. I want you to be specific because it's very unlikely.
I want to be that thing's mom. I want it to imprint on me, but not quite. I just want to be his friend.
Like touch braids.
No, I want to do my toothless thing. Wait, I want to do the toothless thing.
Huh?
I want to to do the toothless thing.
Oh God.
Again.
Okay.
And become the Hiccup and Toothless, they became besties. I want that.
Mm-hmm.
For a
So
start.
you're gonna walk up to this sucker's face.
This is gonna be great.
No, I'm gonna do the animal handling shit first. As I'm doing
That's
that.
how you're gonna handle an animal. Well, this is why I'm asking you to be specific. How are you approaching this physically? What's your action? What are you doing?
Let
Paint a
me
picture.
consult with
Yes, paint a
my
picture.
my consulate.
Well,
What
this
would
is a
you
terrible
do?
idea anyway,
How
but
would
I'm
you-
just encouraging it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how would you do
That's
it?
great. That's how I
Yeah.
did it with. That's how I
do
did it
whatever
with
you wanna do.
That's how I did it with
Just tell me
right?
what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I do that.
You're gonna
What
do
is
the.
that?
I go to it
You're gonna boop it.
Yeah.
and I'm going to do the toothless hiccup action.
Imagine someone has not seen that movie in years and tell me what that looks like.
Okay, so I used to have a picture on my phone. So will you be toothless?
Okay.
My hand's kind of sweaty. So you should no, but then you put your head down, and then I do this, and then
Okay.
they become friends.
No,
Gif it,
that's not how
and
that
then
works.
see how it goes. All right,
You
I'll
put your hand in, that's
Thank you.
all you get.
roll for it.
Okay.
Diva, please don't ever do this in real life with
Is there-
real wild animals.
Is there a save the salamander has to make, or is this a you roll thing?
This is just me, right? I
this
just
is
said I wanted to do an
purely-
animal handling.
Purely a skill check.
Skill check,
All right.
and I have a
Yes.
blessing.
Yes, you will need
So it's
it.
like
It's real good.
it's taking in your scent as you
Shit,
approach
I'm
its
getting really
face.
scared now.
You see under this like big meaty brow,
No,
these
don't
two
do
little beady eyes just staring at you.
Celtic boar. Is this something
Plus-
that
plus-
she
plus
could do in the
these-
wild? She could just,
If you're using your bless.
make a wild animal friend.
No, it bounced. It bounced. That
What?
doesn't count, right?
What?
What do you mean it bounced?
Yes,
It's supposed to
that
bounce.
counts.
It's dice.
So tell me exactly how you
No,
fucked
but then
it.
then it bounced.
She got 13.
Dice.
13.
No, that's not. No, I got higher than that.
What was it?
That's a 17.
It was a 10, and then it got hit.
Oh, because it bounced.
No.
Yeah, then you should have
Bounce
moved
is
your
different
dice.
than cocked.
I
If it
should've
lands
moved-
flat, it lands flat. The purpose of the box is to bounce and keep the
Okay,
bouncing
okay.
inside.
So I had 12.
That's nice.
Okay. No.
What?
Did you? Oh, you added a blessing.
Yes.
Which was?
So 12.
12 plus 6.
I'd like to take this moment to remind y'all that you can drop monsters at any fucking time. $25. Yeah. It's monsters. This thing could have babies. It's a mama, maybe. You know?
Or a baby.
You might need that, actually.
Okay, I apologize.
Oh,
I am also. I'm clearly not quite right tonight.
In the head?
18.
Sorry.
Wait, what was it? It was 18.
With the blessing, 18.
18
Yeah.
with the blessing.
Oh no.
Okay, so being partially soothed and hypnotized by the blazing fire in front of its face, it does not bite your face off, but you're also not exactly friends. It is tolerating your presence
Yes,
as
because
well
of
as the
fire.
presence of the creatures who have just heard it.
Yeah.
She is lulled, but she is not. You can tell reading her face, she is not convinced that you are friends.
Have I? No, me specifically. Is she convinced that I am a friend?
No, she is tolerating your presence. It was a good roll, but this sucker wants to eat you.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So basically, you get the sense that as long as this fire trick is working, she'll leave you mostly alone because she's getting what she wants, which is warmth and whatever energy she manages to absorb.
May
from
I
it.
relay that information to the party?
Yeah.
I'm getting the sense that she is content with the fire and that whatever the voice we just heard said is also what I think.
Yeah, we know that.
So you're just gonna stand there all day then? Is that the plan now?
Move away from his face. Or her face.
Her face.
Its
It's
face.
a lady, excuse
Yeah,
me.
it's Sally
Starheart.
Mander. Sally.
Good-
Hurt him?
Face.
Not ice cream.
What?
Nothing. All right. So you're out of combat.
Oh my god.
Boobo, are you going to... Boobo, are you going to go up on the salamander and stay up there this time?
Yeah, sounds good. And he goes, boop, and he plops on. There's like this.
Dummerel,
This like.
Perch me.
Okay.
Anybody getting that? Anybody see this?
Hank and Barry are like, oh yeah, and they start sketching.
Can some of
Barry's
the-
fucking passed out.
Oh, Barry's
He's in a hole.
God, Barry.
Along with all the other
I
injuries.
forgot.
Before we move,
Bear's
can
passed
some
out.
of the iron
Horn.
Iron horns produce something to keep the fire going.
Does anyone have a torch?
Yes.
Wait, I
They
have
look
something.
mostly confused. A couple of them, you see Eletris and Ash, they kind of walk up. We can create fire for a time, but we can't replenish the fuel. But then you see, what's his name? Bamir, the middle dwarf who is piloting the carts.
Yep.
And you hear his beads and stuff kind of jingling around as he goes. He's like, I've got what you need. Don't worry.
Oh, of course you
It
do.
cannot explode.
No. You're thinking of great.
What's our supplies look like right now? With carts and
Can I not cast
I
Sacred
believe
Flame?
that
Is that not a
There's
thing?
one cart remaining, or were there
That's
no
pretty
carts?
good.
I think you guys bailed on the carts when you.
so
think
the
we had
third cart,
one.
the third cart
Sank.
sank. The
Yes.
I
second
think we
cart,
lost 2.
we lost 2.
Yeah.
I know we have 1 for sure. I don't really remember.
Yeah, one went under the water, pulled the
Ritz-
donkey in.
Ritz
The
cart.
second one was left completely alone. The third one made it further,
The
but then I
second
think
one was
once
left alone, but it's still back there.
yes, as well as the third one, because the third one was also abandoned when you all ran up the road. I thought.
No, the third one sank into the.
Sorry, the first one.
The first one was with us.
Oh, it is still with you. Okay.
The first one was with us because Starheart was in that one, I believe. Yes,
Okay.
that was Boromir.
Fear not. We'll collect those wagons. And there's
And then I
All the
think the
tiny
donkeys. Donkeys? There was donkeys, right?
Donkeys.
Mules,
Yeah,
yeah.
mules.
The third one sank into that one.
yes.
Yeah. What we could do is we can have the salamander ahead of us, maybe to keep it not looking at all of the tasty meals in front of it, and then we can follow it.
They may even keep some other predators away.
Yes, very true.
A good point.
Can I ride on its back?
Not a good idea.
Well, Boobo's up there already, so
That was pretty nice. And he's like all like the two meaty like muscles right here. He's just like laying between them. Ooh, what we get? What we get?
Daddy
Daddy lizard, twice the size, twice the legs, twice the
yo.
attitude.
12
Angered by
legs,
fire,
not
distracted.
distracted.
Banished.
Ooh.
Oh man.
It won't be nearly as
size.
strong as Mama,
Twice
just so
the
you know. But if we make it to 200, it will be.
So we're saying this is baby? Or this
It's
is...
the baby
This
daddy.
is a fully grown whatever it is.
Oh.
But it could, everybody's got a mom.
that's true.
Maybe
Everyone's
maybe
mom.
this is a
Grandma.
species where the dad's really weak.
Or little smaller?
Yeah.
Like smaller than?
is what I
Nope,
meant to
definitely
say.
said
Beard
twice
on
the
a
size,
Batman.
twice the
Oh yeah, it
attitude.
definitely says twice the size.
Smaller in skill.
And then the other one kind of is still distracted, but answers with like a.
Oh,
And you see her
Yeah. I have found
and bursting from where you all were standing before. The dwarves had mentioned earlier that they have tunnels all throughout these mountains that
Right.
they dig through. Ice and stone doesn't make a difference to these things, and it just like a lizard out, like a snake out of a hole, just like and just wriggling bodies as 8 legs just all hit the snow at the same time, and it's and starts charging you guys. But yeah, hooray, monster!
Just picturing
Monster.
the scene in Clone Wars.
That's
where
what I'm picturing.
Oh yeah.
if my glasses are fogged out right now, just the sweat. I'm like,
Boo-boo! Starheart, get out of there now!
Yay!
Yikes.
Get up the trees, get up the trees!
It's like mid-air and it's heading to land here, which is currently where Hank is.
Hank.
can we
no,
use
Hank's gonna go
that
splat.
lamp as a paperweight and that paperweight thing as the
New.
new? No, I think that's a cart
no.
or whatever. Oh, that's
That's the Tiny Toes.
This is Tiny Toes. They're going to get the wagons.
This is
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
This one is moving. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's right here at the moment. Mid-air. That's
Ah, midair.
mid-air.
Midair.
Can I move?
Midair.
This looks a little intimidating, but also really like family reuniting.
Hank does not move out of the way in time. But because I'm honoring what Andrew injected into this universe, as this is about to land on his head, he like puts the portrait behind
Reroll
his
for Hank.
back. What's that?
Reroll for Hank.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
That is legit. Oh my gosh, that's so
We
sweet.
get, we
I'll
get,
keep my secrets.
we get Team Henry on here.
Go, Hank.
It ain't much better.
Oh!
It'll be okay. Because the
Team
Bubo
Henry.
fan club
Team Bartholomew.
that Hank and Barry are subscribed to, they each got merch, Bubo merch, in
did.
the mail.
Yep.
So Hank got the hat, Barry got the collector's belt.
Uh-huh.
And so as Hank is hiding this the portrait behind his back, he's going to protect it to the death. So he like lifts his head up, and you just see
Already.
this like. It would be a full brimmed hat, but for some reason it's cut just to stick forward. He's,
I see.
it just says Bubo across the top. And it says Whelp right underneath it.
Well,
Bubo.
well,
And you just, as this giant body is about to crash down on it, you see this bubble of energy just, and this lizard's like, the salamander's like completely splayed around it. Its amphibious body sort of wrapping around it, and it glimmers, and then shatters as that protective spell is broken. And the salamander, like off the bubble, just boom, and it hooks its front forelegs onto the edge of this thing after much scrambling. So it's still hanging on, but Hank is okay. He's not dead, but the protection of his collector's edition Bubo hat is now destroyed.
how fun.
So he just makes it,
That's awesome.
and the portrait is fine. We're back in initiative.
We're back in initiative.
So Starheart, it's your turn, I think. Or wait, did you just go? Because you
She
just
did her
tried-
animal
you just
handling
went.
check.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, we'll see. We'll fucking see.
Wait,
I
what?
just feel an avalanche is coming very, very shortly.
Or maybe it should be.
Oh. We can survive an avalanche. We're fine. Of course. So, yeah.
Most of us can.
You see the female salamander looking at the blazing fire, and just like, and like one of its claws like reaches back to kind of like swat at
something
where
on
Bubo
me.
is. And then but then like distracted again by the fire, kind of goes back down. But it's like
Close.
and is lulled a little bit back.
Oh dear.
Commander 2. Boom. It's the dwarves' turn.
Yay.
And Bamir, the dwarf, who is
for the
not
follow.
crit, not the exploding
Karen
dwarf, but the one who has all the charms and things around him. He takes off one of his mini bracelets that has like little rat skulls and stuff threaded through it, and he just like, and just like, each little bone casts its own sort of torchlight of fire, and they're spinning around themselves in the same pattern that they were wrapped around the beads, and he just like taps it and it launches in the air and floats just alongside that one. When those burn out, that should last another 5 hours or so. And I've got 2 more like it, but after that we're all fucked.
All right then.
Thank you for the follow, Karen W.
Yeah, I think.
Hooray! And you see Grit just like, are you sure you don't want something to go boom? Just in case. Maybe I'll feed him one.
Oh.
Wait, feed him one what? Oh, one of those.
They're bombs.
No, don't. Hey,
That's insurance. If we
Hey.
don't blow it, they just pass.
hey,
Does it?
no.
Throw it off the side of the mountain, maybe, and try and distract the bigger one.
Right.
Maybe not. Okay.
High ground. High ground.
Wait, no, this is a bad idea. This is a
So
bad
off the
idea.
side, you
This is such a
said,
bad
right?
idea.
Off the. And he
Oh,
just
this is such a bad idea.
bolts it.
What?
And it just arcs like off the thing. It's the only, besides this light, it's the only bright light happening right now, and just Pew.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Avalanche.
I will make my dexterity saving throw right now.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh no!
What did you
He
get?
didn't go for it yet. He didn't count.
Oh, yes.
We have one reroll.
Yeah, sure.
Got your rolls.
We got
Do it.
It's as if you had your ear
That's bad.
against a giant pane of glass and just you turn your heads and you see the mountain, which looks so permanent, start to just shift and wrinkle and start to fall toward you as all of the layers of ice and snow begin to come, and they're pulling trees down with it and rock and sleet.
Is this a dex save?
Oh yes.
Okay.
So that's a 7 with the reroll.
I'll roll for everybody else.
I cast.
Oh dear.
I cast Featherfall
Yeah.
immediately on Aura, Starheart, Andre.
Thank you.
Okay, so Boo and I already have it basically, right?
Yes, you have a natural.
Should I
you don't
jump
need
off the edge? Because it's coming to us.
I get splatted.
I picked 2 more.
Do you want to do?
I wish you hadn't picked
do you
me,
want?
but that's okay.
Do you want to do the Boobo family?
Do I know that you had something that could save you?
My natural 20 that I just rolled.
No.
But you didn't
we're
know
going
that.
Off a ski mountain.
We're going off the mountain. Oh, the look on Daddy's face.
Oh no.
I'll do.
So many people are about
I'll
to
do
die.
Fizz Binkle.
That happens.
What about Tiny Toes? Tiny
They're
Toes?
like back that way. You have to
They went to
see
get
them,
the
right?
wagons.
F
Okay.
that guy.
That's right.
Jealous?
Out of the competition.
And then gray.
Gray flower.
Gray flower.
Gray flower.
Thank you. Hey you.
So that's the 5.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna saving throw, right?
All of this happens in the blink of an eye,
No.
but several things happen at once. So the first thing that happens is Bubo is gripping onto the neck of this salamander, and the salamander, living in these parts and used to this sort of thing, and also having an underground path,
Yeah.
dives.
Oh!
So the salamander goes just fucking straight through the crust of this portion of the mountain and just starts burrowing. You see its tail go and everything just... And Bubo is nowhere to be seen.
Well, he's safe.
There's a gaping hole that is almost immediately covered by snow. As you see, the entire company of the Iron Horn are just slapped with a tree covered in ice. You see Mahogany's spine snap in half as she gets picked off the mountain by this tree. She's dead. You see Ronven, Swelbily, Eletris, and Ash all try to link arms and grasp at each other, but they're all under the snow before they can even make contact. You see Hermed, Bamir, and Grit. Grit's the first face you see because he's the last face you saw. As the second that bomb went off is just... And a tree, same thing, just gone. Grit is dead. Bamir twists something on his wrist and just starts floating into the sky.
Nice.
Hermed, you don't see him. He is missing. There's just white everywhere. It's chaos. Klaxon retreats into
That'd be fun.
rope trick room.
Yeah.
So he retreats in there with the injured. You see Fizz jump over a lot of it, but it's still flowing as he comes back down.
He's coming
And
back
he just-
down slowly though.
And he does come back down slowly, so he doesn't break through the ice. So he is floating, you are floating. Basically, the 5 of you that are floating are able to see all of these things as it happens.
It's not about floating. It's like when we get hit
Shoved off the edge.
Like
we'll
if we
float.
were to get off the edge, then it would have.
Well, this is
helped.
where I'm going to make special rolls for each of you to figure out
Did you get
what's happening.
our dexterity saving throws already?
Sorry, one more time.
7.
7,
4.
4,
Natural 20.
18.
18.
We're fucked.
You
But we're falling.
are watching as the snow is as it comes down, it splits around this rock, and you charge that rock, and you're just up against it as you're covered in snow by the end of it, but it's just shoots above you, and then it covers you enough to where you can pull yourself out after the fact.
Okay.
And sorry, you had
18.
18. So yeah, you're able to, like, with the help of Hailstorm, like, you do this, like, big jump thing. He grips you, spins you up, and you're able to, from a bird's eye view, see all these things that are happening. As for you two,
We gnomes, we tiny peoples.
you're little people.
I just had an
Question:
idea.
Is there any marking from where Bubo went under? Like, do we have an idea of where that is?
Well, you saw the hole where it was made, so you know
Okay, so
that
we
that
know
tunnel exists.
This
It's-
area. Okay.
Yeah. So it's right where the sucker went down. So you all, it's too big to miss. You all saw that happen. Oh, I didn't roll for the other salamander. He's fine.
Yo.
Starheart,
Yes.
as you start to get your bearings, you feel the snow just give way underneath your feet, and you slide into darkness.
She went
Not
into a
off the
tunnel?
cliff. Yes.
Oh.
And then you, sir,
Yes.
you manage to, well, I mean, you're buried, but you
Oh.
don't go off the cliff either.
Okay.
So pretty much the entire company of the Iron Horn is
It's very
missing.
cold.
Somewhere under the ice. 1/3 of the dwarves are dead. One is missing.
Do I take any damage from this covering or no?
Yes, but I haven't done it yet.
Got it.
Are we together? Or are we separated?
This might be a good time to communicate with my
Starheart,
god.
you don't know where you are at the moment, but you're still moving. You are still falling as all
shit.
this is happening.
Oh no, what?
Oh, I bet
Something
she,
else.
I bet she
Yeah.
fell in the
happened?
hole. I bet she fell in
It's just like, oh!
We roll for the
That's how we feel.
Danny.
Okay.
Oh, I just had the best idea, and I can't
Maybe you can do it
retro,
on the
can
next
I?
one. You can do it on the.
So I'm
next one.
still
You're gonna have
falling.
to. You're gonna have to.
You're still
Yeah.
falling, and I will
Is
catch
that
up
like
to you in a
tunneling?
moment.
It's just darkness. That's all I see is darkness.
I'm gonna do damage, and then I will follow you.
I bet she's. Remember, she's got feather fall too.
Yes.
But do I have
And
tunnel
it's
fall?
it's for a minute though.
Yes. She's technically still in contact with the ground.
What?
That makes sense.
Wait, what?
Because you're sliding on ice.
Oh,
So you're not falling exactly. You've just took a step,
Oh.
and the ground went with you. So
water
you-
slide.
Oh, but I'm surrounded by darkness.
Yeah,
said.
because you're under the snow. I
Yeah,
guess.
the
Yes,
snow.
yes.
You're
You're
the big
sliding
wave
through a
of snow
tunnel
right now.
as a snow
Oh,
slide.
someone has water slide.
What? Is that a
Oh,
thing?
oh no! I thought you said it. I was like, oh, there's a water slide spell. That's cool.
You take 19 cold damage. It's just
This
the
one?
weight of this snow.
Oh,
yeah.
cold.
So Andre, you take that much cold damage. Crap. Who else got smacked?
Me ish.
You fell down. You'll take a little. You take 2 cold damage. Lucky duck. Look a duck. Thank you for the
Yeah,
donation.
super lucky.
guys.
She's falling.
We're
to the side.
halfway to them helping their own situation.
Yeah, you get us there. I have an idea.
But if we do a hop, skip, and a jump, oh, this big monster.
It was the chair, but it was loud.
Okay,
Eat the
so
lettuce.
let's paint a picture.
Okay.
You see all of your friends. You see your family. You see Greyflower does not hit the
Like
ground.
before my eyes?
Yes, this is before you slide down the tunnel.
Okay, so not like I
This
am
is-
going to die before my eyes.
No. You're
Everything
not
goes
dead.
black
You're not
and you're
dead.
dead.
Okay.
You. So yeah, you look out. So as the avalanche is coming, it hits in front of you first. So the whole thing hits like this. It's like a big old wiper. So you see the Iron Horn get hit first. So you see Greyflower not go under the ice. You see all the other ones go under the ice. You see Mahogany's get just snapped like a twig, flung off the side of the mountain. You see the dwarves. You see Grit die. You see all these other things happen. And as you are taking a large step forward to help, that is when you fall down this tunnel. But you realize as you are falling that this is most likely the exact same tunnel that Bubo just went down, because you were right next to the monster's face before it went under.
Okay.
So you are hearing this as this panic noise of this monster just like trying to find safety. But you are sliding. You are in free fall. You're just against the slick ice, and there's nothing you can do to stop yourself at the moment. And when you land, it's into a pile of just loose rocks, bone, and digested and regurgitated materials. that you can smell before you feel your way around them to figure out what they are. So that is where you are, but you don't see anything. Back up to everybody else.
Do you have any gear or pitons or anything like that?
So,
Okay.
at this point, you can collect yourselves. There's still a monster at loose, but it's dealing with its own problems at
Right.
the moment.
Is there anyone that looks like they are falling off the cliff at this exact point in time?
Besides the ones that you saw were dead before they left the mountain, no. But it's hard to say because a lot of them went under the snow and the snow kept moving, so people could have fallen off the edge already, or people could just be simply buried in one spot. You can't tell.
Has the avalanche stopped, or is the snow still?
It has finally stopped. So you from your perspective, you just stayed there until it stopped. So you
Right.
are also under layers of snow, but none of it has compressed you or hurt you. It's
Okay.
just you're basically in this sort of very tight igloo at the moment.
Okay.
And where was I at? I'm sorry, because I was right there. And I think I passed my save.
Yes,
See it,
yeah.
team?
So you did this sort of like you saw it coming,
Did I jump?
you jumped, you lifted your arm and hailstorm, and you just did
Oh,
this
that's
sort
right,
of
that's
like
right, thank you.
twist thing, and so
Yep.
you're coming down from above, and you're landing on the snow. Bubo and this guy are.
Is the snow now up to where the treehouse is, or did it kind of like go over it? Because it's you can't, nothing can get through it.
Right, and because it
cover
was
it,
the door was pointed down, right? So all
Well,
the people.
it's like
It's a rope trick, right?
if the incline is going this way,
Yeah.
the door was faced this way.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. So
against
it,
the
yeah. So
Yeah,
it went
yeah.
right
opposite
over.
end of the avalanche.
Okay.
But it could
Yeah.
be, it
So
could be
that's why
covered.
Klaxon dove into it in a last effort. So
Yeah.
he and Hank went in there. So that you assume from above you saw Klaxon go in.
Yeah.
You assume they're safe.
That's got to still be in there. Yeah. it's
Yeah.
gotta
So
still
you
be
just got to clear the snow of that entryway, and it should be fine.
there. I messaged Klaxon. Klaxon, I saw you dive into the hut. Is everyone okay in there?
We're fine. How's everybody else? What's going on out there?
Fit hit the Shan.
Shit.
Yeah, I believe you. Everyone in here who is injured they're still injured, but they're no worse off than we left.
If you can come out and help look for people, that'd be most helpful.
I'll do my best. Yeah. And you see the rhino starting to carve a path from the opening, just using its mechanical claws and its head, just kind of like just bulldozing away clear. So Klaxon is starting to just kind of rifle through the snow. You see Fizz tap down.
Oh boy.
Oh no. He just surveys all the damage. Thank you for the follow, Arcaz.
Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna use 2 Eldritch blasts to kind of like blow the snow out of my way so I can get out of this
Sure.
where I'm. Can I roll for perception if I heard him?
Sure. Disadvantage. It'll be muffled.
Andre, you yelled?
I did.
I still heard you. 19.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I obviously yelled.
I rolled a 21 for perception. Because I'm intently listening for.
Yeah. You probably had the best view of everything that happened. You saw at least where everybody went down.
Okay. With that said, I'm going to turn on Northfield with my hands and start going to places where I knew that people were get covered under.
Sure.
Okay.
You're starting to like melt.
Yeah.
So I heard Andre, so I'll. It's actually a really good idea. So I'll light up my dagger and just use that to kind of dig and melt the snow to get to him.
Oh, Aura. Oh, thanks, Sahlen. Are you okay? Where's Bubo? I saw him go down with the salamander. They went down a hole, but I didn't see. Starheart might be down there, but I saw. Mahogany is not. She's gone, along with Grit. I definitely saw them not fend well for themselves.
I'm just gonna, as fast as I can, digging Andre out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to where is I'm gonna go to where is the big salamander still on the side of the cliff?
The one that just, it's hanging off right here.
Oh, jeez.
It hasn't scrambled back up yet, but it is still.
I'm gonna, while I'm digging for people, I'm gonna keep an eye out. So when I see it, I want to instantly turn off
Yeah.
Orthil.
So I kind of rolled for your search a little bit, and you, So who were you looking for first?
Probably Andre, since I heard him scream.
Okay. Yeah, you find him easily.
And then the Iron Hearts were over here.
Yes, the Iron Horn.
Iron Horns,
here.
excuse me.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
And then Aura's right here helping me along as well too. So we'll probably get this group out here.
Okay. I'll just wait for those. Iron Horn. All right. It's enough where you're starting to see like elbows and horns and stuff and all those things peeking out. So in a few minutes you're able to melt enough of the snow to where people are able to help out. Klaxon dismounts and he's starting to pull people out as well.
And I saw Fizz land over here.
Yes, and he is now just sprinting around, also helping to pull people from the snow, and he's using his crazy legs for leverage, and he's like popping them out like Mario Brothers turnips, just like. So you do get a solid head count. Hermed is still missing. You find Bamir, the magic dwarf. You find Ronven. You find Elatris, and you find Swellbelly, but Ash and Dovine are still missing.
I'm gonna peek over the edge and see if I can see anybody.
You peek over the edge, and as you scan from side to side, the only thing you see is that second salamander, the male salamander, just like. The rest of it's just white all the way down.
Did you see where Starheart went?
I think she went down the hole with the salamander. We still have that big salamander still right here. We need to be prepared in case he attacks us.
We found the wagons!
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
I just feel like his jaw comically just like dropped as he's gasping.
My lady! My lady? He's like, oh, no! His little horse barely makes an impact on the snow as he's like riding. Tiny toes! Search! And they're all just fan out.
Aww.
But it's like a tiny fan. And they begin to help as well, but he is like actively and aggressively looking for Starheart. His little piece of dress flapping in the wind from his helmet.
Can anyone locate Hermid? Does anyone have a locate object or locate person? Anything?
Yeah, I've located objects.
Hermid!
What was he wearing?
The salamander is the threat right now.
I mean, if we all jump down the...
Is that hole now packed with snow?
It is covered again, yes.
Yeah.
Also, where's Bubo's down?
Bubo was, riding the first salamander that dove
Let
in.
me know
through
when
the
I
tunnel.
can do anything.
I will, yes.
I'd like to start casting Sacred Flame over where the Starheart fell.
Okay.
And just trying to uncover it.
Yes. What does that look like, Sacred Flame? How big is it?
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. It's a dexterity saving throw spell, but
You could skim it off the top.
We've used
Yeah.
we've used something like this before, right? We use it on an environment.
My real question is, how bright is it?
Well, it's
Sacredly bright.
2d8 plus 3 damage.
Bright enough.
That's radiant damage, right? Or
Yeah,
that
it is
regular fire
radiant damage. It's not.
Oh, it's not fire.
It's holy energy.
Check. Okay.
But it's light.
It's light.
I'm kind of gonna be a dick right now. Andre, we gotta turn that off. That's not gonna melt
We
anything.
need to get to her.
Is
it
the
do anything?
Sacred Flame melting anything, or is it just producing light?
No, it's melting.
Oh,
it's melting
okay.
the snow, but it's not creating enough heat to draw the lizard. So
Oh,
you're
well.
actually okay.
Oh, that's even better probably than
I
Orthil.
think we still need to take care of Big Papa over there, because if we go down that hole after her, we are no longer in our home turf. We are in his home. He knows it. It's dark down there.
Very well.
He's still struggling to get up. Why don't we just try and finish him off?
Well, you all are considering Big Papa. We will cut to the subterranean salamander tunnels, and all you hear is Booba going,
It's about
it's just
right.
echoing from...
Hey, I want to try two things. So one, while I was sliding down, I'm wondering if it was possible for me to grab my hand axe and shook it. Yeah, and then as well as my my boot with the brass knuckle. I don't know if I was able to stop myself or if I didn't do it in time. Or...
Make a strength check.
She's got
Strength
Featherfall
check?
on her.
What?
I had
Oh yeah, you had Featherfall. So actually, you're in control of your descent already.
Okay.
So
But
you're-
like, are you wanting to stop before you get to the pit? Is what you're trying to do, or? So you said that she fell into a pit of bones, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pit of I feel
And
like
stuff.
it's got to be where they eat and digest and
So your intent was to not get buried in it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're buried.
No, I don't want to get buried. That's what I was trying
Well,
to
you're
do.
not entombed. You're fine. You're walking around. You're in a tunnel. That
so-
happened because
so-
that was your saving throw because
Got
it
it.
sucked.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I do that. And the other thing I want to do is I want to try to send a message to Bubo to try to see where he is.
Sure.
Hey, Bubo! It's me, Starheart. I'm also down here. What is the environment around? There's bones and it's squishy and it smells.
So it's the only parts that are squishy are the bits of bones that have been regurgitated that have
Okay.
stomach gunk on it and stuff. But everything around you it's all this almost perfectly cylindrical tunnel, just kind of windy.
And I
but
can't see anything.
parts of it are ice, parts of it are stone, and it's been kind of hewn to fit the salamander-sized body.
Okay.
But you landed in this more open, domed area.
But it's dark. It's dark and there's bones. There's not I'm not.
There is no light currently. You are in the dark. You've discovered where you are by feel.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Then yeah, you see a shit ton of bones. This is a
Thank you. I
50,
forgot I had dark vision.
50-foot diameter dome that branches off into various tunnels. Go different ways. Some go up, some go forward, some go down. But there's lots of different paths from here. So you send your message to Bubo.
Can I amend my message now that I know I can see everything?
Sure.
Where I still said, "Hey, Bubo, it's me, Starheart. I'm down here, and can you yell loudly or echo, and I'll find you? And
Starheart. Ow. I'm still on the back of the salamander, and the fire is out. Help. Ow.
that's where he was."
He's super helpful.
Can I do any sort of, from when he was saying "ow" and the echo? Can I do a perception check or something or other to see if I can try to guess the location?
Yeah.
Ecoloki.
Oh, wait, does that count?
What? No, it's a 2.
No, I know, but it
Yes.
was almost again. Okay.
No.
A bad roll is a bad roll. It doesn't mean it's wrong.
No, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if it was
No.
Half. Okay.
You're not allowed to not be at this table anymore.
No, I never. No, I just wanted to know if I had a bad roll.
Yeah, you can't tell. It could be coming from any tunnel.
Damn.
So he's still just talking.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm probably gonna be eating in next minute or so.
That's
While
one
he's doing
testament.
this, while he's doing this,
See
can
you
I try
later.
to follow his voice?
Yeah, he's being loud. I think he's figured out what you're trying to do, so he's just talking because he's you can tell from his tone, he's pretty sure he's fucked, so he's just kind of all right, well, this is the best thing I can do.
I'm gonna yell back to him as I'm searching as I'm trying to navigate wherever his voice is.
Yeah.
I'm following it, actively following it. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Boobo, hang on, buddy. Your portrait, it really needs you. It's okay, but
A portrait.
yeah, Yeah. Oh, it needs to be gazed upon.
You're right.
You're right.
Guess I gotta live. So he keeps. Rena says, "Own the 2, woman."
What? Own the 2. I own the freaking 2. I got the 2.
So eventually, just you yelling back and forth, you're able to determine that it is one of the tunnels that is going downward.
Okay.
And for this, you use your axe to control your descent. So you're not sliding.
Yeah.
You're basically you're ice climbing down.
Okay.
But what you see is that the salamander did not land well either.
Oh.
Bubo is unaware because he's clinging onto the sucker for dear life. But you see that the back 4 legs have all sort of snapped in an effort to stop that slide and descent. And it is just kind of writhing around in pain. It looks like it's pretty much done.
Can I do a couple things, please?
By the way,
Don't
I read "own the 2 women," and I thought there's an inside joke. I just did not want to touch it all.
Own the 2, comma, woman.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Make me second guess it.
What are the things you're doing? Hi.
Wanted to. I wanted to calm. What would you say? It's dead or like how dying is this?
Hard to say. But it doesn't look like it's going to be walking around.
Does it
anytime
have
soon.
0 hit points?
No.
Okay.
That would be dead.
You need coffee.
Sorry, no. I have a spell and it was spare the dying. And there was one time I tried to do it, and then Danny was like, "No, it's dead." But this is if it's 0 hit points, then I use it, and so I wanted to check if it worked.
It's moving. It's not dead.
It's in
Okay.
pain. It's writhing around. Hi, Sophia. Thank you.
Hi, Sophia. Okay. Sorry, I'm like sort of disoriented. I would like to calm its emotions to see if I can try to soothe it, like like a cat purr sort of
Ooba.
thing.
Yes.
Ooh, blah, blah.
Okay. Try it.
Nope. Up. Charisma 14.
Charisma 14.
Saving?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine, kid.
Mm.
Exactly 14.
Oh, he succeed.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he is
Still in
not
pain.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, but
calm,
it's more like he
but
took like a
not
hydro
trying to
or
fight the
something,
pain
right?
anymore. So
Okay.
she's not making it worse for herself by trying to move like some injured animals might. So she's now just laying there. It's like the Triceratops in Jurassic Park now. She's just got the heavy breath happening.
Okay, I know you said not to, but can I go? I need to do this. Can I
It's a
touch
bonus
it,
action?
please?
It might eat you.
Am I?
Doesn't matter. You cast 2 spells in your turn. You can't do that.
Beep boop.
Unless this is this still in initiatives or is this?
For the moment, we will cut away. We'll give you another shot in a second because there will be more information for you when we get back. Back to the cliffside.
Okay.
With you 3 and the remaining few.
Okay.
So we're just gonna try and knock this thing off the edge then.
We should do something.
Might
Then
as well.
I will cast light on it. It's a Constitution 15 saving throw. 46 points of damage.
Jeez.
It is like it finally gets its like 3rd set of legs up over the edge. Boom! And this is fucking
Yeah.
yeah. It
Oh.
just
It
splits.
just it's a very powerful spell.
Yeah,
You cast it at fifth
it's
level.
rubbery body. You just hear like
Deep sleep.
hi Satan. Wait a minute.
That's apparently what comes out of my mouth.
Salamander only
Yeah, that poor little bugger is just dead.
All right. Let's get Starheart then.
Yep, well done, Andre.
As Boo would say, well, all right then.
Should have
So
started with that one.
you all melt your way down
Yeah.
to this area.
Totes.
And
How much time has it been since we've stopped, made the treehouse, and done all this? What would you?
I mean, I would say maybe 20 minutes or so. It's been a lot, but it's all been happening quickly.
Would we have any idea how deep this tunnel is going?
It would be very hard to say unless you have something like stone cunning or something along those lines. A way to check.
I'd like to cast
Because I was thinking if we all have 50 foot of rope
locate
together.
object on Bubo's bow for 1,000 feet to see if I even get a ping on 1,000 feet.
Good call.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is from where you are standing. It is below you to the east, and it's like through the mountain.
So like
It would be back
over
here.
here and down, huh?
Yeah.
Great. I am picking up Bubo's bow, so he is
Bubo.
Bubo.
not as
Why
far
don't we
as
name it that?
he's closer than I hope.
All right. Well, let's go get him. I'll be all right walking down this this tunnel. Does anyone? I've got a javelin. If someone needs like a walking stick.
Oh, I can jam my mace in the wall.
Does anyone want to come with us? We do need people to stay up here, just in case, so we can come back up.
Okay. So I think Klaxon is pretty much taking care of the above ground at this point.
Right.
I forgot his voice forever. Right. I'm going to make sure that everyone's going to be fine. I'll round everyone up. I'll get the injured out and past this area. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Great.
Past this mountain, in the oak groves, up on the next ridge.
The hut is the treehouse. Will be up for another about 40 or so minutes. So you have that amount of time before you have to get those injured out of there.
Right. Well, they've got the wagons back, so we should be okay.
Very good.
Klaxon, take this, and I hand him one of the paired stones. Mm-hmm. That way we can follow your trail through the mountain, because we're not going to know where we're going. So
Fair point.
you'll guide us from up above.
Let's not have another avalanche.
I think we brought most of the mountain down anyway.
Ha ha ha! And he
Does anyone else? How's everyone looking right now?
I'm fine.
Good. All right, then I will cure myself. Because I'm at 8 hit points.
I have taken no damage.
Now we're just tempting.
like
him.
airbender.
I mean, I'm hurt. Ow. My emotions are hurt so much. Yeah, and I guess we start to burrow.
Yeah. Dexterity saving throws, please.
I've got spider climb boots on.
You're fine.
Okay.
My feather falls in effect still.
You're fine.
Unnatural feather fall.
Oh, but it wouldn't be still on him, huh? Because it's been time.
It's been definitely
It's
longer than a
about
minute.
it's about a minute.
It's
or
been
so.
a
Yeah, we've
minute.
been talking and helping people and killing this.
Yeah, I guess I'd assume that the snow would have been packed all the way down, I guess, so I wouldn't have cast it again. I'm sorry.
No, you're
You
fine.
basically melted your way through a cork, and there's just opening underneath
Oh,
you.
I
can
see.
So
I-
it was packed, but it was like,
Well, when
Can
we
I be
started-
ready to brace for it and just like kind of slam my mace into the side of the wall as best as possible?
That's what,
yeah, make it a dex throw, though. With advantage, because you were ready for it. You were talking
Oh,
about
I guess
using
if we're
something.
falling, I would still make the save, though.
Yeah.
it's a 5 for my dex save.
But
Yay.
we have one
Natural
reroll.
20.
Natural 20.
Dex save.
You
14.
14.
Yeah.
Or a 5.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, you won't take any damage. You can't control your descent. So this is just a slide from hell for you.
Copy that.
But it is like the best reprieve from all the shit that just happened for you. It's just like, woo! And you're like riding it. It's like the Waterloo scene from Bill and Ted. You're Napoleon. Just,
Nice. I kind of imagine that I just like blew the head off of the salamander and just like go over to the thing. It's like, let's go.
Or is it like the water slide scene from the Goonies?
probably closer to the goon.
Either way, Nitsa just no!
Stop it! You'll bring the mountain down
Going
again.
like up on the ceiling and back down. Going on your face.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog kind of style and getting the ring, going around.
So you all kind of into this area filled with bones, and you smell acid. Those of you with with dark vision are able to see that this is definitely a nest of some kind. Make an investigation check.
I think we all have dark vision, though, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Investigation. Oh, not good.
15.
15.
3.
12.
Well, Nitsage, you see amidst the bones and gunk, you see a bunch of round, smooth objects nestled together in the center of this regurgitated
Those are
area.
eggs.
They're about as tall as like elbow to fist. They're about this big.
What are you talking about?
There's 7 of them.
Those look like eggs, and
I've seen this movie.
yes.
Get out.
Can I go up closely and touch the outside of one of the eggs? Do I feel any kind of moving or heat or?
As you press your palm against it, there's not much warmth, but you are able to feel something sort of just shifting inside.
Okay.
Not aggressively,
Okay.
but yeah, they're fertile.
Okay. You know,
Fertilized.
let's just keep moving.
I mean, Starheart did want a pet. It can definitely.
No.
We'll cut down. As you all are having this conversation, you're starting to overhear the conversation between Starheart and Bubo, so you can start kind of following the sounds to that general area. So
That's not a good idea.
what's going on down there exactly? You just see him like he's super nervous up top. He can't see what's below him. He's just clutching on.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try something. No, it's not.
You don't know.
Maybe she needs help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. So I've calmed emotions.
Uh-huh.
And then I would like to. Where is her head? Where is she? How is she laying?
She's laying on her
Is it
on her stomach. Her chin is like up against the ice.
Okay.
Her back legs. So she's basically. You are in another room, kind of like the first one you started in. So another domed room, and the salamander's just kind of curled along one bend of it. And Bubo's on her neck, just
Okay.
like rigid.
Okay.
But yeah, she's approachable. You've calmed her
Okay.
down. She's just breathing.
I would like to go to her. First, tell Booba to get off.
Right.
Here. Like, yeah, okay. And then I'm going to just very quietly go to her, and I'm guessing in ratio to her head, do I meet her eye level right now, or is she just taller?
Her eye is still a good 2 feet above your head. Actually,
Okay.
no, a good 5 feet above your head because you're a gnome.
5.
Yeah,
The big boy.
she's huge.
Jeez.
By definition,
Okay.
you're little. Well, you're medium, but you're small.
I'm small. So I'm okay. I'm going to go up to her face very just gently.
You see,
And I would like to do, kind of the subservient thing where when you go to an animal, you're just a little gentle with.
Yep,
Okay, I'll
ma'am.
stop talking. I'll
You're,
stop talking.
you're gonna do the buckbeak thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I would like to just kind of featherlight touch her, and I'm gonna try to cure wounds.
Yikes.
It's what I would do.
It's
You're
true.
So
Proud of
I'm
you.
doing it.
Take a point of inspiration.
Aww.
Because you're gonna need it.
I believe in what I'm doing, and I think she's gonna. She has.
The right thing to do.
Obviously, she might have babies. She needs to be a happy mom and make sure everything's okay. So, 2 is 4. Oh, that's not very much. That's an 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 6. So not
6.
much. 6 happy, good feelings.
You're lucky for the wrong reasons, but you're lucky. So you do heal her, but
And
again,
she knows that it's me
Exactly.
who helped her.
so not by very much.
Wounds
So
closed.
she is not strong enough to do what is in her nature.
But she knows I helped her, right?
Her big eye is right on you, and you see her head just and it slams shut inches from your face. But she can't reach you because she's still fucked up.
Was it like a I'm gonna eat you har, or was it like a hanku?
She's gonna eat you, dude. At this point, you all have caught up to catch this immediate scene happening.
Start.
Stereo.
Starheart,
I'm just gonna like.
it's not a pet.
She was wounded.
Right, and now she's gonna be dead. And you see Boobo just.
Boobo, wait!
Let him do it. It'll put him out of your misery.
We just came down a very icy slope.
Yes.
How do you recommend we get back up to surface?
Do I see the tunnel continue on?
So you followed one of many paths to get down here, and once you get down to this other hub, there are many paths that go up to the side down.
I'm
wherever.
sure there's other ways out of here.
What?
Klaxon has the other tracking stone, so at least we can feel the direction that they're moving.
You don't want to try and use this thing as a...
This thing is a
Mount?
bit beyond repair, don't you think?
I helped it feel better.
Yes, and
Not
then we saw it
young.
try and take your hand off.
I'm gonna assume that was its way of saying thank you, Starheart, for making sure I'm not dead, please.
This is my way of saying thank you.
No!
It's like, yeah.
Technically, Boobo, it saved you. It took you down so you didn't get trapped in the avalanche.
It didn't know that.
Boobo, think of your portrait. It saved you,
Oh, by the
so
way,
you could save it.
Oh, did we help? Oh, Barry's in the hut. Was Hank?
I think Hank is splatted.
Hank was
he's okay.
Hank was caught by Klaxon, so they're all
Oh, okay, yeah.
they're both fine.
By the way, your portraits in your fan club are...
Barry is less fine.
Your
Oh,
portraits-
thank
yeah,
God.
they're fine.
Oh, thanks, Sahlen.
I have something to live for again.
Well, Andre, we don't know where any of these tunnels go.
Right, that's half
We
the
can't heal this thing and ride it like a mount. Guess what? Its babies are back that way.
There's babies?
I would have left that out.
It's not going to let us ride on her back and just take us to safety. It's going to take us back to her nest and eat us.
There's babies.
It did.
There's
The fire was a very compelling thing for her.
Right, but if snow happens, say a blizzard, rain, anything like that, fire goes out, we're dead.
Well, I'll leave it up to the group then.
I don't have any torches to light.
I'll vote
I don't
die.
have anything.
I vote die.
I vote babies.
What?
Does that mean she could still die?
I think so.
There's babies.
3 for die.
3 for die.
Babies.
Mercy shot.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Wait.
It's her time.
She's beyond healing, Starheart.
He does the job and he does it clean. It goes in that big eye that was looking at you. And just
I would like to say a few words.
Of course.
Everyone, please lower your eyes.
I begrudgingly hold my symbol of Clote.
Boobo lowers his eyes, but it's like this.
Giant salamander thing. You were probably a mom to some babies I hear are nearby. And I think you might want them to be looked after, so I got you, lady. I got you, sisterhood, yeah. Thank you for not eating me. Blessings be to me.
Not for
Amen.
lack of trying.
There is no amen. Okay, yeah.
Sahlen's.
So then.
It's all women, too. underground in the ice next to a giant salamander's dead corpse. That's redundant.
In my mind, my speech was very much like
It was heartwarming.
Slughorn and
Now
Aragog.
that we've killed the big one and the female,
Yes.
if the babies hatch, I don't know their tendencies. They're probably going to die anyway.
How many of them were there?
I don't remember.
Seven.
7.
7?
7 eggs. You checked 1
1,
egg.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Okay,
fine, I don't remember.
so
Sorry.
if we each take 1, but then I take more than 1, then they could imprint on us and we could be their...
Food for when they grow
No,
bigger?
I was gonna say moms.
Starheart, did you know that some... Back on the ship. There was a pirate. And his name was One-Legged Jack. One-Legged Jack. One day he found this exotic snake, and he just wanted to take it home as a pet.
Wait.
So he did.
Was his leg like
Named Jim?
a leg? Or was it like a leg?
It was a peg leg. He had one regular leg, and then one leg that was wooden.
You see what I was thinking? I was thinking like a leg.
Anyway, so he brings this snake and he takes this
Bobo's like pointing his bow at himself.
and he takes this stupid snake everywhere and even sleeps with the snake. And he's so convinced that this snake loves him so much that it sleeps with him. And he's like, oh, this thing is so sweet. It lays next to me at night and stretches out next to me. It turns out the snake was measuring him to see if it could eat him. And guess what happened? It ate him.
Well, it's because he was trying to sleep with it. You shouldn't know. You need to
That's
know
the first
if...
thing you would have done with this thing is sleep with
I'm
it.
not gonna try to mate with a snake.
That doesn't mean that kind of sleep
No.
with it.
Well, she slept with it. He slept with it.
I'm cold. I want to get out of here.
Starheart,
What?
we're moving. Let's go.
It's not like these are endangered.
So there are multiple options as far as exit strategies. In this particular dome, you have... so there's the way you came, which is behind you. There is a forward but down direction, so slightly east and down. There is also one northward traveling up. So you have 2 up. So there's the one that you came down, it's up behind you.
Yep.
One in front of you going up,
Yep.
and then there's one down here going down. That you can reach. There are others that are much higher up
Gotcha.
that go
I mean,
like
I suppose
straight
we
up
could just
and
go
such.
back the way we came, but that would
But
we'd lose
it's-
time because they were already moving.
That was very icy up that way.
It was.
Yes, I don't know if we'll be able to make it.
Can I get a sense of the stone yet? If if they're moving yet, and which way they're headed?
You squeeze the stone. Oh, hey. No, I gotta draw attention to you every time you do something.
No one can see
Look,
him.
it's art.
though.
It's art.
No one can see him but you.
I can
Yeah. So once you squeeze the stone, you can kind of feel this pulsing, which gives you the impression of distance and strength of, I guess not signal, but basically you can just feel that connection. You can feel that tug. And since you are a seafarer, you have a very good sense of distance, and you do know that he has passed that section. He is now on solid ground beyond, or what you assume to be solid ground, back on the road. So he's gotten clear of this whole area where you fought.
So the north one that goes up would be the best path to follow him.
I mean, in 3 dimensions with no potential barriers, it is the straightest shot to where he is, but you don't know where the next tunnel leads or where the next
I
route
wonder
leads.
what's down.
Down? You want to go down?
Listen, I wanted to open a book with a demon in it. I'm just curious.
I mean, he did. I was there.
He wants to go down.
She said down.
Go down.
I love that movie.
Anyway, I always like to explore things.
I understand that, but there could be something bigger if we keep going down the rabbit hole.
I'm gonna grab some snow to drink.
Get the yellow stuff. That's the delicious.
Oh no. Think that anyone would pay good money for those eggs?
I don't know. Have I read about this
Be
animal
a
before?
delicacy.
Make a history check.
I will.
Because they're not hatched yet.
Mm-hmm.
Would be any trouble to put them in a bag of
I got a +8. So 10.
Oh no. You are aware of the existence of frost salamanders.
Let me check.
I don't know.
Nope.
They might be good eating.
Well,
May I do a history check as well, please?
Yes.
You really think Starheart's gonna let us eat them?
maybe sell them though.
You are quite hungry. The majority of the rations went down under the ice.
Yes.
17.
So you know from your bandit brethren of the Iron Horn, because they've traded in all sorts of things. They weren't happy about it. It was a desperate time. They generally don't deal in any sort of animal trade. But they basically kept telling themselves, maybe they're not fertilized, maybe they're not fertilized. And at some point, some dwarves from the mountains had brought down some eggs from there, and they were sort of the fences for them. So they moved, they made the sale to somebody in Copper Forge, and you know that they made an enormous sum of money to a collector in the south. But other than that, you don't know if, for what purpose someone would want to buy these eggs. You just know that somebody very much would.
Well, if his name is Hedron.
We're out of food, aren't we?
Oh well.
Yeah.
Until we get back with the party, yes.
That's it. We take the eggs and we
Ration them out
ration them out.
Wait, what?
as needed.
Right. To cook and eat.
You're gonna eat it.
Do you have any other food on you? We don't know how long we're gonna be
It
down
had
here.
a face, and it had feelings and a family.
The
Y'all know
salamander.
that Starheart's vegetarian, right?
Nope.
The eggs are.
Yeah, Starheart was raised
The
Plains,
eggs-
where the Plains
eggs-
Mediterranean, so she's
The eggs
vegetarian.
don't really have anything yet, I don't think.
Did you? I'm gonna
They're
take
probably
this
gonna die
hand.
with
I'm
their
gonna.
mother
I'm gonna squish your hand to it.
Ow.
Oh, we haven't even gotten back to the eggs yet, though.
Oh, never mind.
We're not there.
Huh?
Yeah, so yeah, if you wanted to
possibly.
get the eggs, you'd have to
Yeah.
go back up the way you came.
Well,
Well, I've got my boots, so I can get to them easily if you just want to wait here and I can put them in the bag for them.
They're right over there.
It's up the slope though, isn't it?
It is up the slope.
Oh, it's up the slope?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there were two. So you came down this way, and then you
Right.
went down another tunnel to get to where she
I
is
did
with
not know that.
Lubo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Bye,
but
please.
you were more prepared the second time.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be back.
All right. So you go, you collect the eggs with no issue. Everything that would kill you is dead.
I just. If the okay. If Starheart put on her moonstone dress, that's super glowy and shiny, if the babies hatched, then they would be attracted to the brightness, and then they could just follow her. You know, like the Pied Piper of
Right.
salamanders.
Yeah, but if you get tired, your lunch. I don't know why I'm helping you. All right, so you have eggs.
You
You're
said
all
it out
together.
No, I'm saying that to us.
Oh, okay.
What is your next meal?
All right, so we have 7 eggs.
Yeah.
Did you get my
Um,
backpack back then?
I do.
I would like one of the eggs.
nope.
No.
You can't hold it with you while we're moving. They're all in my backpack. What did you put in there?
7.
I grabbed all 7.
All 7.
Don't eat them, please.
Where to?
Well, I think the north path will be the straightest shot we've got. I don't really want to go down, 'cause that means we gotta get back up.
Can I see if there's any path that is clearly the one that has been most used?
Most used.
Or most gone uppable?
Well, without a check, I will tell you that to the salamanders, each of these tubes is a normal walk for them. This is just
Okay.
how they get around. It's like an anthill for them. It's all the same.
What's the circumference of this hole, the tunnels?
It's about each tunnel is about 10 to 15 feet wide because they've
Gotcha.
like carved it out for themselves. Their own humongous bodies. It's
Right.
just the way for them to get around.
I am going.
And height-wise?
Same.
Same thing? Oh, it's
Yeah.
same thing.
All the
I'm
way
gonna
down.
cast guidance on you.
I'm
So
I'll
straight
be
ahead and
okay.
up.
Yeah.
Up and out.
I'm gonna I'm going to spin around 15 times, and then I'm going to point in a direction that I stop spinning in,
Oh.
and I say, "That's why I said I'll be fine." And I say, "I think we should go that way."
I go the other way.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'm facing.
Up and
Because
out.
like as you point, you're like still dizzy, so you're pointing at like 3 different tunnels. So you're all heading up. So you head up that center.
We
tunnel.
started going up while she was still turning.
Oh my gosh, y'all!
So you start to go up. This tunnel does an interesting thing. You can see ahead, and then it sort of does one of these. So there's a wall in front of you for a bit, but light is spilling in from this side.
Oh.
So as you head up this tunnel and you go out, you find yourselves. This is after some time of walking. This is a particularly long tunnel. You slid a particularly deep way. You now are seeing out the other side of this portion of the mountain. And what you see is just this vast pit, this endless pit. And it has been, it is a known wonder of the world of Saul that this place exists. No one has traversed it and ever returned. The mythology of this space is that this is where Clot was banished from this plane, and on his way down he clawed the world with him and left this gaping hole in the center of the world. And this is, so if, I don't have it handy. I do have it handy. Give me a second.
And this is the direction that we're going that this is?
This is just what you're able to
What we're
see.
seeing?
So it brings you out to this ledge so that you can view, and then it goes right back into the mountain
Okay.
to continue upward. But what you see...
That's almost beautiful.
So so in the map of Saul, can we cut to here real quick? So this is Saul. Well, look everybody, it's Saul. Let me get that brightness up there.
Closer, 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 closer,
I
closer,
have one in
closer.
my email.
What do you mean other way?
Don't, you made it right.
Less bright.
Less bright. Got it.
And
Better?
then bring it up to the camera.
Up to the camera. Okay. So this is the world.
So here's the one.
This is the mountain that you are on. Actually, sorry, no. This is the mountain that you are on. That is your view. You're seeing down this. Yeah, as far as your eyes can tell, it is an endless pit. These are the steam fangs up here. This is your ultimate goal. Is this
Steam
mountain
fangs are
here.
just north of that pit, or just south of that pit?
The steam fangs are that entire ridge. So everything up top, all of these mountains, those are the steam fangs.
Well, I get why
But
they call them the steam fangs, because this is the mouth that leads to hell.
Hell to you.
Sorry.
Do you feel anything while you're here? Do you feel a pull or a connection? Almost so?
You feel a reverence to this place because obviously you're well studied and well versed in the lore, so it's hard for you to tell how much of it is you
Right.
and how much of it is him.
Yeah.
Because just it's one of those things. You are true to him. So this is just you never thought that you would live to see the day that you would be standing here because basically any other path that you've heard of that makes this area visible means that you're falling into it to your doom. So the fact that there is a safe place to view it, insane to me. Like, this shouldn't be a place that exists because everything crumbles the closer it gets to that central home.
Yeah. And I think at that point, like realizing what I'm looking at, I would have made my way as close to the ledge as I could and just kneeled.
Yeah.
Actually, this would be a good place
Good
to
time.
take my communion.
Let's wait here. Maybe we can just rest here. It's been a long couple of hours.
You basically see me go silent as I'm just kind of
He might want a moment.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Let's
go.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that he injected as a player last week, so we'll take this time.
Hey, Boobo.
Read the room.
Sorry, I thought.
You keep going because you're awesome. Keep it going. You keep going right now.
No,
Just go.
No.
Just do it.
No. I want to say what I was thinking. I thought that you were having a moment, but while he was having a moment of like rest, I thought you got back to us doing something. That's why I was very confused.
Nope.
So I was trying to fill the space with something.
Nope. No space. We're about to have a moment.
Okay.
Nope, keep going.
No, resume your moment. Resume your moment. I'm gonna give you your moment. Have your moment. Have your moment.
Turn your mic up, please.
It's over there.
Okay.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you hear me?
You just feel it. There's a hum across your whole body.
I never thought I'd journey this far. I guess this is where you fell. I have been having many questions lately. The ideas about death, balance. Is it right to bring someone back? Are they yours to keep, or is it something that they can continue on?
You feel a rumble, and for a moment you think it's the mountain, but it is his anger.
I understand. The powers you've given me, the life I'm able to bring back, is that part of your balance?
The rumbling stops, and you feel almost as if a soothing hand is at your cheek.
Oh dear. I will do what I can. He is my friend.
Nothing.
Understood.
Alright. Hey, boo-boo!
Can I make a?
This is all nothing. Nobody else heard this. This was in my head.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
I almost wanted to detect thoughts, but I didn't.
Oh wow!
I was gonna eavesdrop.
What
but
a
you
dick.
were- It was all in your head. So.
I gave
You're also
you
trusting
room.
fan.
You did. It was great. Thank you. You didn't have to leave the
I'm
table.
curious, and you got low wisdom.
Alright.
Almost.
While he's having a silent moment.
Hey, Boobo. So this fan club.
Yeah.
So how would one who appreciates
Money. You give me money, or you buy me a portrait.
when's your birthday? When's your day of birth?
He answers you, but Andrew will provide that information on
Okay.
another day.
Because I was thinking of drawing
Oh.
a star heart. It'd probably be better.
So, you want to join the fan club, or...
I mean, I'm thinking about it, but I think I could be like a valuable member of the fan club, like the official star heart of the fan
the
club.
official star heart in the Boobo fan club.
Yeah, I've heard many songs sung in the taverns. It's like Boobo and Star Heart, they're kicking ass. Boobo and Star Heart, they're
I'm gonna
having
stop
a
you right
blast.
Boobo fan club.
Yeah.
Tell you what, and he like pulls out a piece of parchment and he's like, fill that out when you're ready, and give it back to me with money, and I'll make sure you get your things.
Okay.
Right. Back to doing what he's doing.
Can I, when I went back to the nest to check the eggs, could I have checked to see if any of them were not fertilized?
Sure.
I would have lit up my dagger and kind of like put it behind to like shine the light through.
3 of them are fertilized. The rest of them are not.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Were we doing was that a short rest for us, or was that
It
kind
can
of a
be.
little less than?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do a short rest. But it is cold. It's not a place you want to stay for particularly
Right.
long.
While we were resting and chilling, I took one of the unfertilized eggs, and I was kind of rotisserrating it with mage hand
hard-boiled.
with the still underneath it.
Wait, short rest. Do we?
You can spend hit dice if you like.
How do I do
Are you injured?
You're going to crack
Yeah.
it open?
Yeah, once it's done cooking.
So roll a d8.
It's a big ass egg. So yeah, you rotisserie, hard boil, dry boil, whatever this egg, roast it. You roast this egg.
Roast it, yeah.
And it's got this. The yolk is still fairly creamy because it's so hard to get through the whites to do anything. It's like if you ever tried to cook an ostrich egg, it takes so long. But it doesn't taste terrible once you crack it open and you divvy it up among the crew. Do all of you have a bite of the salamander egg?
No!
I do actually.
It's
Yes.
unfertilized.
It's a bright pale blue yolk, and a pinkish white once it's cooked.
Try
But
some.
it tastes very very meaty, a little slimy. Like if you ever had like a frog leg, it's got a bit of that springiness to it. But the yolk itself is just like, it's exactly what you need right now. It's warm, it's creamy, it's filling, it sticks to your ribs. Like it's nice, and there's a lot, so you all are full, and you're not even done with the egg. You have
Hailstorm has some too.
Yeah.
For Doom Realm, yeah.
Doomeril, and they kind of like fight over bits of it, but even they get stuffed before it's done, so you get just kind of like lop off the top of it, and like some oil skin across the top, and you've got a little bit of egg to go.
And I would have come back to eat like basically towards the end of the short rest because I would have been communing for super long.
Yeah.
And then as I come back, you see that I'm even more pale than I normally am. I just kind of sullenly walk back, sit down at the fire that you made.
How was your talk with Clout?
Educational.
Oh, very nice.
What did old granddad have to say?
He's not much of a talker.
Oh.
But I had some questions. They needed answering, and he had them.
What'd he say?
Well, it's kind of between me and him right now.
Oh, I see.
Packing up to continue to move.
Yeah. Can I insight check Andre?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great. My insight's not great.
Because he didn't say anything.
Not really.
He did.
7.
They're on they're inside. He's just joined them. They were at a ledge, so they're back inside another tunnel. They're like around the corner inside. Okay, I see.
She said 7.
7.
You can't tell. He's just being weird as far as you.
All right.
Are you all right? You're
That
no more
goth
pale than.
Hey,
He's wearing the ceremonial eyeliner.
they call you Mellow Yellow.
Yes?
You don't look good. I mean, you look great, but you look like you've seen some shit.
Well, I mean...
I mean, you have, but
Yes.
like,
And
also-
when you commune with the god of death, it takes a bit out of you.
that checks out. You okay?
I'm good.
You need a hug
Well...
or a drink?
Well, I wouldn't be too far off.
Okay.
Thank you. And I fill my tankard with yours.
I do the magic moon one.
Yeah, the moon catch. Yeah.
Magic moon juice.
Okay.
It doesn't make you drink magic. It's just
No.
a glowy rock. Of
It's
a
just
moon.
some. It's.
But it does
bitchin'.
make you drink
Fair.
taste very
Yeah.
good. It does have some effect. It's just like this is what things are meant to be drink out. I'm trying
Got
to
it.
when you
Got
taste
it.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you see a little bit of my complexion come back. But it's, you know, I never thought I'd get this far. I studied years, most of my formative years, and read about this place. Never thought I'd see it. To be this close to where he fell. It's eye-opening, you know. It's
What?
they touch this world, like they.
Wait, who?
My god, Claude. This is where he fell.
Oh, that must have hurt.
Well, as you can see, it hurt everything.
I understand. Studying so much and being able to tangibly see or touch or feel what you've been learning about is just another feeling. I'm happy you. Oh, Bubo. It's like you and your paintings.
Right. Perspective.
I'm happy that you get to see this. I know many people don't.
Yes. It was worthwhile. I'm glad we came this way.
Yeah, I guess when shit happens, better things can happen from that?
Nitsich said, I swear.
Well, that is how fertilizer works.
Yes. Well, we've had our fill of this deliciousness.
Shall we?
Yes.
You all follow this tunnel back around, and you are able to catch up eventually with Klaxon and the remaining crew. Everyone's shaken, but the people who are all right are all right. Those who are injured are still.
Did we bring that egg that we just cooked?
Yeah.
We wrapped it up, and I assume we put it back in the bag.
We have food. Some.
Wait, there's food?
That's good. Yeah.
The egg.
Listen, the injured kids are really, really hungry, but we need to do something about some of the minotaurs. They're pretty badly hurt.
Wait, that's not Bubo.
No, that's Klaxon.
Yeah.
We're back up at the.
Yeah, we made it
met
out.
with them. Yes. I can offer my aid of healing if that will help.
That's a good idea. We got them in the wagons. Everyone else should be. Well, we're on our way. It's only another day's journey to the steam things.
Oh, sorry.
I'll go into the cart and take out my backpack and then take out the egg that we kind of already cooked and all that stuff and then start helping to feed.
Yeah, so you ration that out. People are able to.
Are there any, root vegetables?
You could go search for some.
Ask Starheart.
Yeah, make
There's some
a
root
survival
stuff?
check.
Okay.
Because as you're back on this road, you're now closer to the trees, the tree lines that you were looking for. So the oaks are in there, and as a lot of the snow has fallen off, there's a lot more exposed grass and greenery.
Okay. I only got 11.
You're able to find some edible stuff.
Okay.
Or at least some not poisonous stuff, something to fill their stomachs. But,
Not hollyberries.
yeah, right. Nothing that's going to hurt anybody, but nothing that's particularly nutritious, just enough to keep their stomachs from grumbling for another night.
For the Minotaur and for me.
Yeah.
And how many Minotaur are okay? There's Greyflower and I are okay.
Yes. So Greyflower is fine.
Yeah, she's not okay.
Ronven is injured. Dovine, Electrus, and Asher. Yes.
And
I'm sorry, Electrus is fine.
How's Clack?
Dovine and Asher.
Because he was with.
Clack was with the injured. He's okay. He's actually uninjured. He's still just recovering from his operation.
Can I heal the Ironborn? The Ironhorn?
Ironhorn? Yeah, sure. The one who is most injured is Ronven, because he got buffeted by the avalanche. And he also got hit with the salamander. He got smacked around a bit.
So I'm gonna. How many of them are there? That need health.
Three need health. Ranvan needs it the most. The other ones you assume would be fine on their own with just a little rest.
Okay. I'm gonna give Oh, I can't do halvesies. I'm gonna give. I need a calculator. I don't want to math.
Wait, hold on. Clear.
Oh, I'm gonna. That's what I thought. I'm gonna give him 16, and then the other two 7.
And I go around to the other tent and I cast Prayer of Healing for 10 points of healing to all of those guys.
Noise.
Excellent. So people are fine. I mean, not fine, but they're in much better state.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Yes.
The sun is coming up at this point, so it's been a very long and rough night for you all. And there's mutter about the campus or not the camp, but about the caravan, about whether or not they want to even bother to stop to rest, whether they just want to push forward and just get there, or whether they should build another camp and take a chance with fire in these mountains. A lot of them are freezing, and they are taking some damage, but mostly everyone's dry at this point. Yeah, I mean, you can see the steam fangs from here. You're coming up to the other peak. The oak grove is just off to the east. You just come down from it with those roots for the iron horn, which they're all kind of munching on. Gray Flower offers a seat next to him.
That was me sitting down.
Perhaps we keep everyone moving. I don't think they're gonna make it. They're not gonna be farewell if we stop again.
I think that's a good idea.
Is there still, like, icy lakes around, too? Or is it mostly solid land here?
Yeah. Balmir, the dwarf who is still with you guys, he sort of walks up. Well, yes and no. The ones beyond this are sort of, they wax and wane a bit. They're not necessarily permanent. It's hard to tell. That one back there isn't always there either. Sometimes it's a bit of a ravine, sometimes it's a lake, sometimes it's that. But these other ones are lesser. We should be able to cross them with no problem. It's cold enough, it should be solid ice, as long as we don't hit more tunnels. But
When we were, how long was when we started to leave that point to where we are now? How long was that trek?
About an hour to catch up, because they didn't stop moving. You're just able to track them, so you all were having to double.
We caught up, and then we got in, we did all of our stuff. We healed them while we were continuing moving, right?
Yes.
And then we said we have about a day still ahead of us.
Yes.
After I had fed the people in the cart, if it's cool, I'd like to have. I totally forgot. I have that 4-hour meditation as a long rest, right, for elves. I'd like to have done that, and then offered up my services to take over the cart.
Sure.
To help out.
Balmir is happy to take a break.
Yeah. So do I give myself a long rest for that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Balmir sees you. What's that around your wrist, laddie?
Wrist?
You were given a bracelet, pair bracelet.
Yes. I received this. It's prayer beads.
Oh, it's more than that. Come here.
Okay.
I'm not going to take it off you, lad. I have no interest. He jangles. I'm covered in them. It's like, you got blessing, you got curing, you got favor, you got smiting, you got summons, and you got wind. Oh, someone set you up for success, lad. Use them wisely.
Yes. Thank you.
I can smell what they are, but I can't tell you which is which.
I'll ask you for the list later. It's
Yes.
fine. But did you say summon?
Aye.
What? Like creatures or?
What? An ally.
Wind.
Something from not round here.
A fey creature.
It is something like that.
Monkey.
No. Those aren't
It's very exciting. Enjoy if you like, and come find me. I make stuff like this all the time. Not for free, but
Of course.
if you like it.
Yes. Thank you.
He just kind of pats you on the back.
It's nice to see another hobbyist.
As the carts are taking off, I'll find Andre.
Yeah.
Could you look and see if everyone is inside Copperforge right now?
Of course.
Thank you.
I pull out my scrying eye, and I concentrate on Kruluk.
Be careful.
So this time,
The last time you spied on them, you saw him and Alhun making a pact.
Yes.
Or having a very intense conversation at the throne that he forged from the very plates of the ground of Copperforge's central disk. What you see now is neither Kurluk nor Thal Alhun, but a bound creature resembling them both, sitting on a larger throne,
That's not good.
brimming with strength and a dark light emanating off of its body. Orcs kneeling in its presence, bringing it sustenance of both animal, vegetable, and sentient variety.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The bad news.
The good bad.
Which cart are you guys in? Are you guys walking next to him? Where are you guys?
Oh, I don't even know where I am.
I'm
You're with
one or two.
I'm with Greyflower.
I'm walking back behind the cart away.
Yeah,
So I don't know
if
where
you
you
would come to find me, I would have joined you.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're behind. We're with each other.
So I'm not near you. Okay.
I'm on
goodbye.
the first cart driving it.
Yes. Well, we may have waited too long to blow the mountain.
Why is that?
I looked in the last time. It was Kruluk and that demon thing striking some sort of bargain. And, well, now that demon and Kruluk are one entity, and everything is bowing to him. It might do something if we blow up the mountain. At least he will get rid of his army. But I am unaware
Excuse me.
if destroying the mountain now will destroy both of them.
Pray that it's a good day for your god. And I peel off toward the trees.
Okay. Yeah. Make it to the trees.
Okay. And once I get there, I'll summon the fates and stab the first oak I see.
And what was the question? I couldn't remember. What was the question you asked? Or what was the information you wanted when you did so?
It was essentially to scry on the mountain, but
Right. Right.
What'd you do?
Yes. So you hear Clef in your ears again.
Aura. Is it too late?
it's hard to say. You might be able to. You could kill his followers. The likelihood of slaughtering that
boundness is unlikely. But it is a vast army you would destroy. You could rebuild, but it would take time.
I was originally going to ask to salvage the seed of the mountain, but if it helps destroy whatever's in there, I'd like to send them all to Clote.
A gift for my father. That seems wise.
May you bless it on its way. And I'll pull out the button and I'll hit it.
Yeah, you.
Do we feel all of
Oh,
this?
yeah.
So, in an instant, the rest of you
clench because you think another avalanche is coming. Because you just hear as just fucking, the entire earth begins to shake, and snow does drift and move and all of that, but you can hear the cracking of stone at a scale none of you have ever heard before. You turn around, you're high enough at this peak as the mountains get higher as you travel to the Steam Fangs. You can turn back and see the tip of Copper Forge topple, fall into itself. Dirt, smoke, ash rises as just what was once a pinnacle of the geography of this world is flattened dust. The structure of Copper Forge is no more.
Another avalanche?
I immediately, just seeing it and knowing what has happened, I immediately look into my scrying eye.
So it has to seek a bit to find even what you're looking for. So through dust, through rock, through stone, to try and find the area that you were at before into pure darkness. Then you see two eyes open and look straight back at you through the scrying eye.
Nobody's near me. I did it on my own, so it's...
You see Klaxon, who has been riding his beast. It immediately shuts down, throws him to the ground. I guess he did it. Or just by himself, if any of you are around him. She did it.
Am I near him?
Yeah, you're all sort of in the same thing. And everyone notices him when he falls. It's hard to not notice a metal rhinoceros falling on the ground on the ice.
Clax?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Kid, I don't know.
What's wrong?
The Copper Forge.
What?
It's gone. She did it.
What happened?
No, Aura wouldn't. She knew that's where my home was.
The mountain is gone, kid.
Did you say the mountain was gone?
Yes. Copper Forge has fallen. That is the sound you just heard. The smoke in the sky is our home.
Oh.
It's hard. I'm not mad. I don't know what to feel.
No, that's an avalanche.
I walk up to Starhat at this point, and I point to where the mountain should be.
Oh, dear.
It's gone.
He takes the arc weapon on his back, off of his back, which is no longer charged with anything. Just chucks it off the ledge. I get Fizz. Fizz runs over. Take this thing apart. See if we can get any parts off of it. It could be useful.
What? No, why?
I'm gonna run after his weapon and try to give it back to him.
It's off the cliff.
Oh, I thought you said dropped it. Sorry.
No, you threw it over the edge of the cliff.
Or his the rhino that he was with. Then I'm gonna try to
It's done, kid. All of these were powered by the seed of the mountain. She blew the seed of the mountain. Everything I've ever built is this. It's scrap, kid.
I'm gonna reach into my backpack and grab my moonstone, one of them.
I appreciate the gesture. I know you didn't get to grow up in Copper Forge, but I need you to understand that that is the equivalent of dirt next to gold. A seed of a mountain. These mountains were planted by Hortiel. These aren't naturally occurring. These were made. These were crafted. These are machines. These are why I built what I built. She just, at my request, just blew essentially my religion to hell. But it was the only thing to do. She did the right thing. I couldn't do it. I was a fucking coward.
At that moment, I walk out of the woods and I just look at Klaxon and I don't say anything. I just walk off.
You did it. Do we know if it worked or not? Do we know if...
Just keep walking.
do we know if anything survived?
Who are you asking?
Anyone that can hear me? You, I'm asking you.
Well, something did.
What do you mean, something?
I can
Sahlen?
guarantee you that every living thing in that mountain is dead.
What about Thal Alhoun?
Him and Kerluk are alive. As
What?
Something. Beyond death.
We don't hear this,
What
right?
do you mean, something?
Last I saw was this bound, distorted flesh that looked like both of them at some semblance. But when I peeked back in after I saw the destruction, I only saw two eyes looking back at me. He knew I was looking at him. I think we might have a bit of a problem on our hands now.
So now we have an enhanced Kerluk.
With no army. But he also knows who.
He knows who what?
Who took away his toys.
I wonder what Cal Redwood thinks of this. Klaxon.
Yeah.
I understand your seed and the one, the seed of the mountain. I want to give you this. And I take out Orthil's seed.
Mm-hmm.
And this was given to us. It's Orthil's seed. I don't know if you know who Orthil is, but it's ancient magic. I know it's not the same seed, but it might give you a little bit of nostalgia from...
I appreciate that. Thank you, Nick.
Of course.
I,
You've helped us immensely.
yeah. Only cost me my country.
Well, as long as Hortiel is alive and a god, he can rebuild it again.
Ah, well, you're not wrong. Just gotta find the fucker. I mean, sorry, boss. Before we end, something you injected. You're now sitting next to Greyflower. You have opportunity for conversation.
Yeah. Well, I don't know he knows. Well, I mean, I know he knows, but I don't know he knows.
But I know you know that he knows.
You know that
You know that
I'm not sure how to. I'm honestly struggling with how I would bring it up with this point because it's not worth. Oh, okay. There we go. That works.
What was all that commotion?
A decision needed to be made, and the right one was made, but that one meant that Copperforge had to,
Well, that explains that, doesn't it, my dear?
yeah,
Hopefully not too much of that fell on the plains.
yeah.
But,
He could grow it back.
Clack said he couldn't because the seed was gone that Hortiel gave him.
Hortiel could grow it back.
if he chose to.
Well, I don't know where to find him. I know that he likes gardens, but there's not many. And then I was like, well, where do gardens grow? And can I make a garden? But then he probably wouldn't go to one that I made.
The first time I met Hortiel.
What?
I was a boy. I was skipping through the fields. And I came across a pumpkin patch. And a small shack.
Pumpkin shack?
There were two separate things.
You met him?
Yes. He was, I thought he was just a crazy old human. But, he spoke nonsense, but he, was very kind to me and mine. He fed us this delicious soup made from the pumpkins in his, yard, and it took me a long time to realize who he was. It was the second time I met him that I realized. Because there didn't used to be. Nothing used to grow in the plains. We would graze on the grass, you see. He's the one who gave us vegetables with a wave of his hand. He's the one who allowed us to survive apart from the major societies in the world because he wanted us to live in peace. He goes by many names. When I met him, he called himself Orithil.
Orithil?
His mind got jumbled, I think. But he tends to be around when he's needed. But he's a kind god. You'll see.
What? I'll see what?
Yeah, just look on the bright side. I'm trying to cheer you up, girl.
Yeah, no, I'm cheery. No, I'm confused, but I'm cheery. So how do you know where he is? Do you have do you like send pigeon letters?
I don't openly communicate with him. I'm a free folk. He talks to people like us more often than the rest. Travelers, those apart from the cities. He doesn't like to be in the cities. He likes to watch things grow from afar. He likes to see things healthy and happy. And then he moves on. It's, they call him the Wanderer God. He always seemed happy to me. He had the stupidest laugh. I never would have expected it.
Could you try to recreate it for me?
I wouldn't dare.
Oh.
It could be blasphemous. I don't really know how the gods work.
I mean, you don't either. I'm my own god. Yes. But you knew that. Do you know where'd you last see him?
Oh, some 20 years ago. This was back on the fields. He had created a new sort of squash that he wanted me to taste, and then he went on his way. He's something of an artist, I guess.
Squash.
Good enough. It's good enough. Thank you for the follow. We are Nerdsmith. Thank you for the raid. Wow. Party of
This is a raid. Welcome.
Okay.
Why do I know the word? What isn't Orithil? Who's Why do I?
Buddy.
Stop it! No,
Homie.
I know this. No.
Friendo.
I know this. No. I wrote
Hal.
this down. I wrote
You
this
have a thing.
Even I know it. I don't know that.
She doesn't have that.
You met him.
She doesn't?
That's how long ago that was.
She was with us for that. Because it was me, Buo, Nitsage, and...
No, because I've heard Nitsage say it before, but I've
Oh,
never...
yeah. That's why you don't have
I
that.
don't think she was with us for that.
I don't have what?
that'll
No,
be a
I know the
conversation
name
to
because
be
I've
posted.
heard the
No,
name, but I
you
don't know
don't
the
know.
name.
No,
That's
it's
why I'm asking if I knew the name, but I've never...
But you should know the name. You're surrounded. You're buried in it. Every other character has it.
Why do I not have that?
You weren't there.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we don't know what she knows.
Nope.
Not yet.
Wait,
That's why.
What?
That's why I didn't write anything down.
no. Was this to do with the seed that you gave him?
No. Well,
No, I mean,
God.
had a very big.
Wait, okay, so question about, because I thought that
I thought that was what we got in the one shot. The seed.
You.
I thought that that's when we
No.
went, like the 17 years prior thing. No.
That's not when you got seeds. It was a different time. But you saw him in a flashback. That's where you saw him for the first time.
I don't think I did.
By a different name. You're actually probably one of the only people who actually knew that as the reveal, and you forgot.
Wait, no, because that was the one shot. That wasn't
I
this.
used to have it.
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore.
Same world, different point in time.
Because it was a.
Okay. Oh well, I was trying to
Funky
throw that
big
because I was
model
trying to
of
keep them
mountain.
separate.
Okay, you
That's
can
why I
carry
was
that.
confused with the.
Anywho,
Really not have it.
What?
it's all good. We could talk about a lot of that after the fact.
Okay.
But I think this is probably
Before.
Oh
we-
yes.
Sorry, what was I saying? So I go back. If we're all kind of sitting after the conversation, I like to go kind of off into the woods a little bit.
Oh yeah.
This is never
Oh, here we
good.
go.
This is never good.
Super
Put
Bowl
a bell on
effect.
him.
Wait, do I see you go?
Uh-oh.
You're talking with. Aren't you
Yeah,
talking
you're having
Yeah,
a
you're with
conversation with
Greyflower.
Dad.
Okay, I'm still talking.
Take the symbol out and
Yeah.
press it against my forearm.
He.
So Copperforge is down. How do you feel like your? How do you feel about your Thal Alhun and the orc together?
Tell me more.
Did you do this?
Oh no. Faithful servants are smart on their own.
Where are you?
Why would I tell you?
You know I'm going to kill you soon.
You know, do you? Are you aware how connections with gods work? We are in control.
As he's speaking, before you remove,
Yeah.
you feel your body being like just squeezed
Oh.
from a force. You are able to pull it away, but
Yeah.
as he says those words, you're just being crushed under an
that was
invisible
no
hand.
good. Okay. Okay, that's noted. Okay. I gotta stop messing around with this stuff.
Hell of a drug.
Yeah, I go back to the.
Yay. Well, the group's together. The mountain is destroyed. His army is destroyed. But he is now a new enemy. We've communicated with one, two, at least two gods today.
Yeah.
Seen well, that's more of a demon. And then learned the identity of another one. It was a fulfilling thing, all surrounding a little salamander and a peek over the ledge. So with that, I think this is an excellent place to end before you all hit the steam fangs the next
Awesome.
time we meet. So wonderful. Yay, thank you. Good game, guys.
Good game.
So we're going to do a raid as we always do, and everyone who's here, thank you so much. And just to remind you that every donation that goes into this channel does go directly into this channel. It keeps the lights on, helps us pay rent. There's a beautiful tavern set behind me that you still can't see. It's not quite done yet. We've got the lanterns up, the walls are done. We're doing finishing touches, and soon this show will be on that set. So we won't be doing the green screeny goodness anymore. There might be some elements in the overlay, what have yous, who knows. But the thing is, we're constantly trying to make everything that we do better for you guys, and that's where all that stuff goes. So we appreciate it. We appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to support the channel directly, there are links for tips. If you'd like to, get yourself something shiny, but also help the channel, we have partnerships with Wormwood and with Level Up Dice. If you use our code Perception at checkout with Wormwood, you can get yourself free shipping anywhere in the U.S. And then with Level Up Dice, anything that you buy will also help us earn our way towards things to give away to you guys, like a beautiful set of semi-precious stone dice or caged aluminum, what have you. And we want to be able to get that stuff for you guys. So A, you get pretty sweet dice, and then B,
helps us out a lot because the better relationships we have with those companies, the better we are to the better place we're going to be and to bring you guys again more awesome cool shit. So come back tomorrow night for Perception Check, which is our ridiculous show with our felted friends Chunk Cucumber Brian and DM Ryan, who's playing Andre tonight. Honestly, Diva, I already gave you inspiration, but tonight was fucking awesome. So all of you, please take a point of inspiration. Time. I don't give that out very often. But that was fun.
That's awesome.
So, yay. Thanks, everybody. I've been Danny. Your DM.
I'm Justin.
I'm Haley.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Diva.
And that's Art on the board.
Yeah.
Yay!
Also,
yes.
Tomorrow.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. We're out of time.
You're good.
Get in the Discord.
You're good.
We'll let you know.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Unbye.
Your announcement.
Tomorrow is the last episode of A Time of Magic for Perception Check for the end of the year, because the next week after that is a one-shot, and then the week after that is Christmas, and then New Year's.
Gotcha. That's right.
But we are doing. Is that New Year's Day?
New Year's Day is a
Okay,
Wednesday.
we will be doing a New Year's Eve stream. Like, we'll get more details on that in the Discord, so make sure you join our Discord.
Yeah.
It's our hub of information. We all hang out there. It's a nice time. Everybody's super friendly, and they make their own D&D game. And we will be, I'm assuming, what I just saw is true, we'll be rating our friends over at the Scabby Rooster, who helped us build. Their beautiful brains are what allowed this tavern set to happen, which you still can't see, but I can't wait to show you.
It's exciting.
It's
pretty cool.
sorry. So, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Yeah, D&D. Roll some dice. Goodbye. Well done.
If you guys
Yeah, you did it.
Are we not gone? Are we not gone?
Yeah, the thanks for watching wasn't not on here.
when you do
Uh-oh.
one shot or something, if you ever want like
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I've been watching and
Okay, we went, right?
Yes.
Stream?
Yeah.
okay, so people
People.
Okay, I can now happily clarify any
help
questions.
me out because half the time I filter things